What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Today we have a geisha girl live from Japan. I love how she didn't wear this for the Japan episode and she's wearing it now.
I'm sorry, guys, for falling asleep.
She literally texted me. She's
I literally was like, they're going to think I'm on heroin. I was nodding off at the scene.
Literally, I was editing it and this is her.
Mind you, okay, in my defense, I got up at 2 a.m. that morning, and just barely this past week, my sleeping has got back to normal.
Dude, it took a whole 10 days.
10 days. Did I not, 2 days ago, did I not text you goodnight at 6:30 p.m.?
Well, it took me 10 days. Yeah, it's still taking you. I still feel like you're still
today
not.
I got up at 4, so we're getting there. We're getting better.
When she got in my car today to go get some drinks before filming this, I was like, "Are you doing okay today?" She's like, "I'm okay." I'm okay. Just don't. She's probably gonna fall asleep.
No, I would never fall asleep again. Because when I seen that, I was like, "Oh my god."
You low key did look like you were on something.
I know.
I was like, whoa.
And one of the girls was like, "Julie always looks so faded," and I was like, "On Scout's honor, dude. I've never been high on this podcast."
But you do always look faded though. But it's your left eye.
Yeah.
She can't do anything about her left eye.
I can't. The Botox ain't Botoxing. Like,
I know. But I think what it is because they actually have a procedure for it to like make your eye bigger. I sent you a picture of it before.
If you look at my face, it's visibly not cohesive here.
That's why one time we were out, it's called this Dog's Bar or something like that. Dog's Bar. She thought she met the love of her life there, and I was like,
no,
hold on.
I had about every beverage you can consume that night.
It was on a Sunday too.
Yeah.
But she thought she met her match because this guy had a dead right eye, so they literally made a pair. Like, and you know what was so? I told her, I was like, why are you even like flirting with this man? We'll have a story time of that when she's not embarrassed.
Yeah,
but I was like,
story.
Why are you flirting with this man when he literally said, "Damn, your eye's more dead than mine"? I was like, oh.
I was like, oh, we're bonding.
Yeah. She was like, well, two peas in a pod here. You make the left, I make the right, or vice versa. I mean,
that's one of my insecurities. But I honestly, Scout's honor, I feel the older I get, I just kind of accept it.
It is, girl. It is. What we gonna do about it?
It is like when in pictures when I smile big, I'll have like the best picture of my son and I'm smiling big, and this eye is literally just
down.
And I'm like, God, what the hell?
Yeah.
But I'm just like, this is my face. Like, get over it.
Yeah. I mean, there is a procedure though you can have for it though.
And I will.
Yeah. We just need some money. Sugar daddy's watching. I'm all trying to convince her to go to WeHo like on like a Saturday or Sunday early during the day because
I'll go.
Oh, but no, ma'am, you didn't let me finish, girl.
Oh.
We have never been to Abby during the day, so if you guys know Abby and WeHo, it's just like back in the day, it used to be the most like lit spot in WeHo. Like all the celebrities go there, right? If any celebrity is going to WeHo, they're going to the Abbey, whether it be Mariah Carey, Christina Aguilera, like just so many. You guys can Google it. So many celebrities have been spotted there. Well, now it's just turned into low key a straight place, which is crazy. Hold on, I have one thing to talk about. We haven't talked about this in a long time. Do you remember that time that we went to WeHo during the day and you were so convinced that this guy wearing all the Ducks gear, or was it Ducks or some hockey team? It was a hockey team. And you were like, no, he's gay. I was like, no, he's straight.
He was all like sported out.
We were talking to this old man who like lived right up the block, and
he lived above the club.
Yes, literally. He's like, I just
this guy, right?
He was all telling us it's like being in a cruise ship. Like whenever you want to go to the bar, you just go right downstairs. We're like, oh, this man has money.
He was a nice man. He didn't buy us anything, but he was a nice man.
Oh, he kept spitting on me over and over again. Yeah,
he was older.
He called me a fairy. And I was like, do you see? He kept going like this, and so I was like,
he was a little chubby, older.
Yeah, he was. Well, he was in his 60s. He was in his 60s. But anyways, we both, me and this man, had agreed that this guy was gay, and she was like, I'm gonna go ask him. She went up to this man.
I had my loose goose juice on, and I was like, "Oh, let me ask him."
But you were like friendly though, because sometimes you're standoffish. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
wait, me.
Well, hold on. I'm the queen of standoffish. I'm like, no. Actually, I'll talk to all the girls.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to guys,
if I have a little juice in me, I'll talk to whoever.
A little loose juice, huh?
A little loosey goosey.
Well, she goes up to this guy, and this guy was so offended and appalled that
That I had asked
she
if he was
asked.
gay.
Yes, he's like, "What the fuck? I'm straight," and I'm like, "This is where I like this
Okay,
is."
toxic masculinity.
Yes, this is where I get heated. Like, and mind you, we were at Mickey's, not at Abby at this time. We were at Mickey's, and they have
Fucking go-go dancers with
yes.
booty cheek thongs on, and I'm like, you're mad that I'm asking you.
If you're gay,
And
my,
I wasn't rude.
no, you. She was just simply asking, like, "Are you gay or straight?" And he was
He
so
was like,
appalled.
what the fuck?
I'm standing a good 15 feet away from her because she walked up to the bar to go talk to this man, to see, because we just kind of made a little bet amongst ourselves, like, no, he's straight, like us gays knew he was straight, and she's like, no, he's gay, and I'm like, no, he's clearly
like,
straight.
not only is he gay, he's a bitch.
No, literally, my whole thing is I'm like, okay, look, I understand that there's some like gay men out there that'll dress masked, but I'm like, he is not gonna come to WeHo wearing a super oversized Ducks jersey, and y'all know how them hockey jerseys
They're
are.
like boxy.
Yes, they're big boxy.
Like Kanye West in that music video.
Yes, literally. And then he had a matching hat on, and then he had matching shoes on. I was like,
But
no
I was
gay
just
is
like,
gonna do
there's
that.
in my mind, I'm like, no straights would come here, but
I kept on.
I was wrong.
Over the past, like, I would say maybe the past longer than 6 months, girl. Oh my gosh. Over the past year, I've been telling her there's so many straights invading WeHo, and I'm like,
invading.
no, literally. Look, I'm not that type of person to sit here. They're literally invading my whole
Fucking
thing.
territory.
My whole thing is us as gays, we have very limited spaces, and of course the straights are welcome. Hello, I take all my straight girlfriends there. I hate when straight men go there and they get offended by a question: are you straight or gay? Why are you getting offended?
Talk about the only gay spot we went in Japan.
Oh, okay. So if you guys watch my regular channel, it's so funny because I literally said, I was like, we were so tired during that podcast and we didn't have like a set order, and like we were so out of it.
Yeah, it wasn't our best. I'm glad if you liked it, but that wasn't my best work. Okay?
Literally, we were like, oh. I was like, there's so many stories that we have forgot. But speaking of gay places, wait, hold on. Remind me to come back to that because I want to finish my point.
Okay.
Straight people, of course, are 100% welcome in gay spaces. My whole thing is, don't get offended when somebody asks you. Like, if I go to a straight place, am I gonna get offended if somebody thinks I'm straight?
It's such a turn off. Like, I don't give a shit if I'm at Ralph's. If like
no,
like,
but I could understand.
I get it, but
girl,
it's just like it's nothing to be offended about. But if you're putting yourself in this rainbow room,
yes,
ma'am, ma'am, we're gonna need you to read a room. My
whole thing is, I've been there before. Like in Vegas, there was this one time this girl kept grinding on me.
Girl.
My homegirl at the time was like, "What the?" I was like, "I'm legitimately uncomfortable." Like, I swear to God, I was, because she kept on trying, and then when I like stepped away from me, she grabbed me and like thrusted her. I was like, "Whoa, girl!" I was like, "No!" Like,
should have got her to buy you a drink.
she was so messy. So funny enough, we went to the bar, right? And my homegirl was like, "Bitch, let me buy you a shot," because I was so irritated because she kept trying it, I'm telling you, a good 4 or 5 times. And as soon as we go to the bar, she's right there, and then she slapped her hand on my chest, and I mean like that, like hard. And my homegirl fucking hit her. She was like, "What the hell?" And she's like, "I know he's straight. He just thinks I'm ugly. He keeps trying to say he's gay. I was like, "Bitch, I'm gay. Do you see my eyebrows?"
And you are ugly.
I didn't think she was ugly though, but clearly she was very insecure. But
clearly you're ugly in here. What
yeah, she slapped my chest, and you know who my big old butch friend, ex-friend, we don't talk no more. Okay. She was about to
talk about Bruno.
Girl, we don't talk about Butch. Yeah, she was about to beat her ass. I've never been so more heated.
I would be pissed too if somebody smacked you. I'd be like, the fuck are you
But
doing?
not only just that, like, she low-key was trying to like grab my junk and everything. I was like, you're making me so far uncomfortable right now, girl.
This is not a Vegas trip you want for the books. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, for real. But you know what's really crazy? There's a double standard though, because imagine if it was like the other way around. If I was doing that to a girl, I'm a problem, but she's doing it to me. And
well, I mean, double standards is how
literally
we live in society.
Yes. Anyways, my whole point though of finishing it up before we get back into that little Japan story is, if you're going to gay spaces as a straight man, I know there's like none, but tell your boyfriends, don't be offended. Take it as a compliment. Like, girl.
And I get it. But I didn't come at them no type of way. I was just like, hey.
I love how you said them.
Or him, whatever the fuck. I don't know, man. Maybe he's straight. He, her. I don't know.
Are there straight people that are he, hers?
Man, problems exist in every corner.
Oh my
of the
God!
world.
Now hold on, you just unlocked a new part of my brain right now. Are there straight people that are non-binary?
That video we just watched where she said, "I identify as an acute trauma survivor." I said, "Me." I said, I didn't know that was an option, but me.
We're talking about this TikTok. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's literally going viral. She was like, "I identify as able-bodied, half disabled, sometimes disabled, not disabled, able-bodied."
Caesar.
Yes, I'm like, Caesar, he, him.
No,
I'm like,
the only thing I picked from there was acute trauma survivor, and I was like, that's my gender. I'm an acute trauma survivor.
And I love how you identify as that.
I
Like,
am. It's
no,
my whole
not you, girl.
personality.
I'm just saying like this
Oh,
this person. I was gonna
I'm
say girl, but I
sorry.
was like,
I'm sorry. Hot take.
let's not get into the hot take.
Hot take.
We're just from a different generation, y'all. The whole y'all. If you guys have seen Jeffree Star, did you see Jeffree Star? He was on this like Barstool Sports like
The older
podcast.
interview
It's like a year
with
ago.
like about his gender, and he's like,
Yeah, he's
oh
like, I
my
don't play with
God.
that shit. Yeah, I was
I
like,
was like, preach it, queen.
girl. I'm gonna just say this though. Speaking about that, when I was younger, if somebody would call me they or that, I would take it as offensive.
Like if you're a monster,
yeah,
boogeyman.
you're calling me an it.
Like an it.
Yeah.
And back then, but to me, I never thought of it as like a third gender. I thought of it like as a they, like as an outcast.
Like a
when
they.
say
You just
it.
said, yeah.
Like a they, but we never thought that they was a gender.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so. We did come from a different time. It's not that I don't. I mean, ma'am, believe what you want. I'm not paying your bills.
Yeah.
Believe what you want, but it's just sometimes like it's just more of a like generation thing. Like, we didn't grow up with this, so now as a 30-year-old woman, 25 up to 30, like when everything started changing, it's like you just have to accept it or you're against it and you're attacked. And it's just like, but I didn't grow up. And so it's like maybe we're like the old folks who grew up with different shit, like no tattoos and none of that bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's like you know.
Oh no, you know, my whole stance on the whole they them non-binary all that is do whatever the fuck you want to do, but don't come at me. Don't come at me.
And it just seems not all, but the larger representatives for that group are aggressive.
Mm-mm.
And that's the thing.
Ma'am,
and it's just like
the most aggressive.
And I get it, it's not everybody.
Well, but
I haven't met the not aggressive, but I'm positive that they exist.
we did. Someone had commented in our comments
Oh,
before.
she did. Okay,
yes,
you're right.
They
so I know that
did.
not everybody's aggressive, and I don't want to like put that ignorant opinion out there because I don't have that opinion. But
yeah,
they come off strong.
They come off very strong.
To the point where they not only like use, it's to the point where I don't even want to talk. Like, I have no reason to talk about it because it doesn't affect me. But
yeah,
to the point where I don't even want to be around that stuff. Like,
well, I think what it is too though is there's a phrase, I can't think of the phrase right now.
Love that.
That basically it's like the ones who are hurt the most scream the loudest and they get the most.
Yeah.
And on TikTok specifically, those are the ones that get the most views. Like that one person who, I'm gonna just say this, looks like a man, speaks like a man, all this, and says you misgendered me or whatever. Like how that bitch is getting millions of views. So it's kind of like that person I don't think speaks for the whole community. Do you know what I mean?
She's
but
just a bad and I feel like there's genuine people out there who do struggle with their gender identity. They'd be like, the fuck?
Yeah, like I'm not
I
that
don't
aggressive.
want that person as my representative. What the hell?
Well, girl, I agree with that. Anyways, we got a little off topic, but going back to the Japan thing. Going back to the Japan thing, it was so funny because we specifically like to go to gay clubs because we always say gay clubs, gay bars, whatever, here in California. And you know what? I would pretty much say in America, for the most part, you don't have to pay to get in. Even like, for example, even going to Vegas to go to Piranha, for example, is $10 to get in, unless you're a local. If you are ID from Nevada, you're for free, right? Yeah. But for us who are out of Nevada, it's only $10. So to me, that's not that bad. But we're in Vegas. If you go to anywhere on the strip, you're talking about $80 to $120 to get in.
So far.
Yeah. So we prefer to go to gay places, which is so ironic. So we were in this part of Japan, which we were buzzed.
I was in my soju. I was not worried about it.
We were buzzed. I don't remember exactly what part we were. Shinjuku. It had to have been Shinjuku because I said, oh, this is where all the gay bars are.
Okay.
We were in Shinjuku, yes. And we went into this place, right? And we're like, oh, okay, cool. There was a little line up outside. I said, oh, so it was lit up in here, right? Oh my gosh. As soon as we go in, she books it, okay?
Well, it was just I heard music and I was like, oh, okay, let's go. And I was already lit. So I was like, oh. So
security guards run after her and grab her.
Oh my god, what did I do?
Yes, because they were trying to say like, oh, you have to pay. I think it was like, it was.
I thought it was $12.
It was equivalent to $12.
Okay.
But I don't know what that was in yen. I completely forgot. And I was like, oh, okay, girl. Like, there's several other places we can go. Like,
but it's just so ironic that the only gay spot that we found our way to charged.
Yeah.
We weren't charged.
Well, the most popping gay spot, because that whole little area, we did go after that because we chugged our drinks real fast and we're like, oh shit, we don't have a drink. So we went to Family Mart or 7-Eleven after that, and I was just like, wow, how crazy. Because here in California, like,
different.
The gay places are
Complete opposite.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, this is our little intermission right here. Subscribe to our TikTok. It'll be linked down below. Also, we did add our P.O. box. It'll be linked down below because we saw a couple of you guys asking for our P.O.
Send
box.
us your used bras and panties.
Please don't do that. I'll send you guys some money on food stamps to not do that. Okay.
No, just some of y'all were asking, so feel no need to send us anything but your likes and subscribes. That's all we ask for.
Yes. Oh yeah. I
But
always
if
forget
you
about
want
that.
us to read a letter, try a snack.
There was
whatever.
one time, speaking of snack, somebody had sent me this package and I picked it up from the P.O. box and I was like, I'm scared.
Snacks?
I'm scared. Girl, it was heavy. So, hold on. The
my-
person, do you know, well, she used to work at the post office. Do you know that, like, wheel thing that has the white on it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They roll out the whole thing and I was like, what is that?
What was it?
And I was on my way to Rose's house, right? So I was like, I'm going to load up my car, but I'm letting you know we're dying together, girl. Because this is a bomb. Like, I know it's a bomb and I'm scared, right? Because it was loaded, right? Girl, I opened it up and it was ice beverages and like chicharrones and like just all different snacks that somebody had ordered me. And it made me so sad that the person didn't put
Their name.
or so I posted it on my story. I was like, thank you so much. And last time I went live, but I'm like, I've never found the person that sent me all that stuff.
People maybe don't want to be known. I wouldn't want.
Let me say thank you though.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it if you
Absolutely.
want to remain anonymous, but like,
I'd be pumped.
dude, I was scared though because the box of she sent me 2 packs because back in the day it used to be my favorite drink to drink Amsterdam.
You dirty slut.
Yeah, girl, you know me and my I have a bottle of Amsterdam right there, girl. I love my Amsterdam, and back in the day specifically, I used to love the mango one, right? Or not mango, peach, and then I would love to drink it with the orange mango ice. Sparkling ice. So she sent me 2 whole 12 packs of them.
That's cute.
Dude, and I was scared because it was heavy.
That's
so
heavy.
I was like, what is
24
this?
beverages.
24. Yep. And then on top of that too, she sent like peach rings, chicharrones, like boxes of them. I was like, oh my god. Like,
love her.
I know.
Love
and
you. Shout out to you.
Still till this day don't know who you are, but thank you so much.
But if it's you, come forward.
Hey girl. Or guy. Oh, imagine if it was a guy.
Hey there.
I got a secret admirer. Oh my gosh. I love how we're like all 30 minutes deep into, well, I don't know how long it is, but I love how we're deep into this podcast and we haven't gotten into our yucks or yums. As you guys know, our segments, yucks and yums, our highs and our lows. I always give it to Jelly first because she's a girl and I'm just such a gentle them. Okay. So
let me see. Let's start different today.
Okay.
My yum.
Okay. It's between your legs.
Yeah, legit. I think my yum.
We haven't talked about that. They wanted us to try that.
My yum is Happy Dad came out with hard iced teas, 1 gram of sugar.
A gram of sugar.
No carbonation.
Well, it's a hard tea. Can I say some, because I know everyone out there in the comments knows it all. Someone please explain this to me. Why is 1/2 of the serving 100 calories, and then if you drink 2 halves is 210? Wouldn't it mean that 1/2 is 105 and the other half is 105? Yeah. Why is if you drink 1 serving, it's 100 calories, but if you drink both servings, it's 210? Please, someone help me out on that. That triggers me.
So let us know in the comments. But
yeah,
I have peach here, and then I have half and half. I have not been able to find the 12-pack yet.
I know.
Which would have additional flavors of, I think, regular and blueberry.
There's no, like, straight lemon.
No, it's just regular half and half peach and blueberry. And tomorrow I will look for the 12-pack.
She's on the hunt.
I'm on the hunt. I found these last week on Friday. We tried them Friday for the first time. But I haven't found the 12-pack, but I'm on the hunt. But these are great. Love these. I am a carbonation slut. But I'm like, dude, these are amazing because you're just drinking and no carbonation in your belly.
I will say, if you haven't tried, okay, if you guys don't like teas, first of all, you're not going to like those. Second of all,
it's great.
I told her I didn't think that the flavor was bad. Oh, excuse me. But they throw me off because whenever I drink something from a can, I just feel like it should be carbonated. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Crazy. It's just weird. So the flavor wasn't bad to me, but I told her next time I try it, because I did try it last Friday, which we didn't film, by the way, on Friday. If you guys watch our last podcast, because
from that Monday when I was
sleeping. It was a bad day for her. So we just had a couple little beverages and just chatted, you know.
Oh yeah, Sammy died on
Yes.
Friday.
Yeah, I was like, girl, I don't want to bring that up
Rest in
again, but
peace,
yeah,
her 1 year Annie.
it,
Oh,
girl,
1 weekend.
she
Her
said
one
one
week.
year,
Her one
one
week
year.
Annie in heaven.
It's because she went 5 days without a beverage, so she thought it was a
I
year.
didn't drink. I didn't drink Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
You
I
drank
drank Monday. Never
Monday.
mind.
I mean,
False.
you only had a bottle of
I only had a
soju.
bottle of soju.
Well, which by the way, a bottle of soju is not like that's equivalent to 2 drinks, I would say. It's only 13%.
Well, for us, yeah.
No, I mean like the whole bottle. It's
Oh,
not.
okay.
It's not it's not a bottle of vodka.
No.
It's a bottle. Like people are probably like a whole bottle. It's
I
like
know. They're like,
no,
geez, we no wonder the bitch was falling asleep.
no. Like I feel like I want to say that maybe it's 16 ounces. It's not.
Yeah, it's
Not.
light work. Don't worry.
Yeah, for us.
Oh,
Once again, as y'all know, I have to write everything down because.
I have another yum. Sorry.
Oh yeah, say it. Let's
Sorry.
hear it. Let's hear it.
I remembered what it was. I just discovered. I'm late, but you know I love Joe Rogan. But I just discovered Kill Tony podcast.
Kill Tony.
You don't never heard of that?
It's like Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
Oh no, never heard of that.
They're 2 hour episodes each, and I all I do at work is watch these episodes. Let me give you
Who
the
is
premise.
he?
Let me give you the premise. His name's Tony Hinchcliffe or something.
Oh,
And
what
he
a
has
name.
a show where he'll bring people. Well, now he's pretty much. I think he's almost permanent at the Mothership, which is Joe Rogan's club in Austin.
Oh, never heard of that.
Well, I watched the podcast, so he always talks about his club. That's why I want to go to Texas.
It's like
'cause I
a
wanna
full
go there.
on nightclub.
Comedy club.
Oh, comedy club. Okay.
And so, Kill Tony always has people like, okay, the premise is that they sit there and they have a bucket with people's names. Everybody signs up to do 60 seconds of live comedy.
Oh,
And they pull random names and
that's
you go up.
hard.
But these people, either they bomb or they're great or they're horrible or whatever. But after they do their comedy, he interviews them. And these people are the most fucking fascinating people you will ever meet in your life.
Oh, that sounds entertaining. That sounds like a good
Yeah.
premise, you know?
It's so entertaining that I've been watching it for 4 days straight, watching the episodes, loving every minute. He has like Joe Rogan as a fucking guy, Shane Gillis. He has all my people on there as judges. I bought him tickets for Mother's Day because he's going to be in LA.
His name's Tony.
His name's Tony Hutch. It's the #1 live podcast in the world.
Oh, I'd be scared of live podcasts.
It's
Like,
a live
imagine
podcast.
that. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And so they film, but like I only watch YouTube videos,
yeah.
but I when you hear
Are
it,
they live on like Patreon or something?
I don't know where they're live at, but it's the most fat. I'll send you an episode, and it's like just watching people come up, either bomb or do decent, and they'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I've been doing comedy for 10 years," or "This is my first time doing stand up." Like, and then he interviews them. Like today, this lady freaking marched the Capitol on January 6th. She was one of those ladies, and and then
Oh.
he just like kept interviewing about it. Like, the girl, he'll be like, "How's your sex life?"
Oh,
These people.
Hold on. I would like to interview like people like that too.
Oh, there's and then he gives people, if they're good, they give you like permanent slot. There's a guy with cerebral palsy,
Oh.
legit. He has a Down syndrome person. He has a guy that can't talk, so he uses a computer to talk. It's the most interesting show in the world ever.
Oh, it's called Kill Tony.
Kill Tony.
Oh.
If it,
What
and
a
I
name.
just the only reason I discovered it is because Joe Rogan would always talk about it on his podcast. Like, oh, they're doing Kill Tony at the club, and I'm like, what the hell's Kill Tony? So I googled it, and sure enough, I've been stuck on this.
Oh, that sounds entertaining.
I love it. I'm gonna send you an episode. We'll watch one together.
Send me a good one.
They're just hilarious. It's hilarious, and they rag on people.
Oh, update though of like 2 weeks ago, we did watch the Shane Gillis.
Oh, you did watch it.
And
Stand up.
I don't know.
Here he goes.
I
I
don't.
thought that was a masterpiece.
Yeah, see, I'm more like I like Ralphie May more. I like Anthony Jeselnik. Like
He's funny.
I feel like this guy. How long has he been doing comedy?
I don't know. He just recently blew up though.
I wonder if he's been doing it like because I don't know. Oh my gosh! Well, we were in Japan by the way too. She wanted to watch his SNL, and I was like, I didn't.
But what
laugh.
did I tell you? Because
He's not that type of comic. I get that.
he also got kicked off SNL for a joke he made in the past.
Yeah.
Before he was ever.
He said that too.
Yeah, but his jokes were just like I don't think he's made for like TV.
TV, yeah.
But that's why.
But I'm saying even his Netflix special, which
But
I love Anthony Jeselnik's Netflix specials.
Anthony Jeselnik is quite a gem.
Well, but he is, I feel like, the definition of dark humor.
But he's hilarious, actually.
Like, but his shit is as dark as it gets.
Man, we talked about dead babies.
Like, Roy talks about dead everything.
But Shane Gillis, I'm going to see him. When am I going to see him? May 3rd. I love Shane Gillis.
I think he seems fun. It just I didn't laugh much. I'm like,
I feel like he has like white man humor, like the white homies, and I feel like low key I am a white homie. Because I'd be dying. But I'm gonna show you a Kill Tony because I'm like stuck on this because these people are the most fascinating people.
Oh no, yeah, I would love that.
It's
especially because it seems like a cool little like setup. You know what I mean?
And they've been doing it for years.
But I'm like, I couldn't imagine doing comedy for 60 seconds. Like, how are you gonna give your best in 60 seconds? Like,
you just give a minute, and then it's so good.
60 seconds is a minute.
Bitch, and it's so good because sometimes there's people on the panel, they own clubs, so when they're like decent and they start interviewing, they'll give them a spot on their club. So it's like helping the comics.
But 60 seconds, I'm like, give 90.
Some people are good, but some people just, it's like, why did you even come out here to embarrass yourself? And they'll tell them that.
Well, because you're like in the heat of the even if you're a really good one, sometimes you could bomb in 60 seconds. Yeah. Like, even
but
if
when they interview you, you can redeem yourself. If you're interesting, you know how to chat, you know how to like talk, you're funny.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm like, that's what I was telling my other friend Derek. I'm like, I think I'm funny. But within conversation, I could never stand up and do comedy. Like, I don't think that's me. But if I'm talking, like, I can crack a joke or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, there's no way in hell I could ever do stand-up comedy.
Do stand-up.
Or, like, improv.
I think that I could write, like, a comedy sitcom. I think I could do that. Because I'm a really good writer when it comes down to comedy.
I'm not.
That I could do, but I'm like, it's one thing to have a live audience in front of you that obviously is reacting to it. Do you know what I mean? And then on top of that, too, there's no more takes. Like, if you're creating a, like, say, for example, like, what's that show everyone loved with Charlie Sheen? Damn, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Damn, he was getting paid $1 million per episode for it. It was so
with
big.
The kid.
Damn, I forget.
I know what you're talking
with
about.
The kid, it was with the kid.
Little kid.
I can't think of it, but I'm like, okay, see, things like that I can do because obviously you can take more retakes. Like, no, say it like this instead of saying it like this. Like, you can give guidance, you know. But as to where, like, in front of all these
But I
people,
don't feel like none of my humor is planned. Like, it's just off the bat. Like, when we're talking,
yeah,
I just say shit
and think of a joke.
Yeah, like, but I don't think I can sit there and like plan a joke.
Yeah, I do have to say this though. I feel like this day and age, it's a very dangerous territory going into comedy because everyone and their mom wants to cancel you just for a joke, and I'm like, oh my god, girl.
Yeah, that's what they say on there too.
I'm like, one thing about me, and this is for all you guys out there watching, when I die, make fun of me. Shit, while I'm alive, make fun of me.
I'm like, why would I wait?
Yeah. Well, no, because you know how people are like, oh, he's dead. I'm like, bitch, make fun of me when I'm dead or alive. I don't care.
I'm like fuck you, fucking bald bitch.
My yum of the week, because you started with your yum. My yum of the week is that my friend took me out for my birthday, and I had a great Sunday fun day, actually out in WeHo. There was this guy who I was, first of all, okay, this is going to be judgmental, right? But there's, in no world would I hook up with or even talk to or whatever, and I know everyone's going to be like, you're so judgmental, a go-go dancer. Like, I just couldn't do it. Sure, love to look at go-go dancers, sure, but obviously I'm like, what the hell? This man, he went to go pull off my hat while I literally walked in the bar, and I said, oh my god, you're gonna expose my baldness. And he started laughing, and he's like, so what, I like it. And I was like, I don't know if you're like flirting with me or you're just trying to get $1, because I literally told him, I was like, I don't have any dollars on me.
Like it's a bum.
Yes, I was like, I don't have any
cash.
Well, because I'm like, when has a go-go dancer ever, you know what I mean?
No, he took a pill. He was horny.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? Well, oh my god, by the way, some of them do be taking pills too.
They have their dick just
so that way they get more dollars. I'm just like, you know what's, it's so crazy, and because I had said this before, and I do want to clarify because people will probably bring it up, is that I said, oh, I feel like I could date somebody who is doing an OnlyFans, but I feel like if you're doing a solo OnlyFans in your room, the privacy of your own house, like, that doesn't bother me that other people are seeing it, but the fact that people are touching you, that would bother me. Do you know what I mean? So I think
both would bother me.
Well, I know you did say that. You were like, no, I couldn't date somebody who was on OnlyFans. But I don't know. I view it as different. Like, oh, okay, you're creating content and like you're not actually physically doing something. But like, I don't know, being there with the Google dancer, I was like, what? Anyways, that literally didn't have anything to do with my story. It was a great time, and I feel like it's like rare that I go out with my friend because she has 2 kids and she's super busy, and it was a really good time. This one didn't go because she was out for the
I
count.
was sleeping. I was actually sleeping.
She was sleeping at 12 p.m. on a Sunday, y'all. No, she wasn't really sleeping, but
Dude, I was just trying to get my shit together.
yeah. And I was like, well, I said I'll start next week. But yeah, that was my yum of the week. I think it was really fun. And then we went to Dobrik's after. Yo,
Oh.
go to Dobrik's.
Oh.
I know. I hate that Dobrik's is right there by WeHo. He knew what he was doing. Which, by the way, since okay, this is like a oh you don't really know David Dobrik, right?
No.
Never mind. Then I won't bring that up. Anyways, I hate that David Dobrik's is right there because it's really difficult to
Avoid it.
yeah. Like it's like right there.
Your car just goes on its own.
Well, especially because I didn't have to drive, girl. I had me a DD. I said, girl.
No.
I said, make a stop over here.
Go pull up to that 7-Eleven while you're at it.
Yep, literally. No, we had ice chest in the back of the car. We were locked and loaded.
As one should.
I had a driver.
Yeah.
He was paid.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that was my little yum of the week. And your yuck. It's time for your yuck, girl. Go ahead, girl. Spit it out.
What's my yuck?
Looking in the mirror.
I mean, probably just watching back that me falling asleep on the podcast.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but I was like, God.
I literally even texted her. I was like, girl, it wasn't that bad. I was like, it was boring, but it wasn't.
I was like, how do I fall asleep mid-conversation?
Ma'am, you do it all the time. But I am like the fucking Energizer Bunny. I could just sit there and talk.
Ma'am,
So.
I fall asleep if I'm not driving.
Yeah.
And I'm lit. As soon as we go home and get in that car, good night. Count me out.
Oh yeah, see I'm paranoid.
No, I'm like I trust that I'll just find a way to a safe place.
Literally, well, it's funny enough because on Sunday when we went out with Rosa, her man was driving and he has to wake up super early. So he's like, oh, whatever, I won't drink and I'll just be the DD or whatever. And it's funny, Rosa, she sat in the car, knocked out immediately. Girl, I was there chopping it up with juice the whole way. I was like, can you change the song? And I'm sitting back there throwing my drink in the back seat. I'm like, girl, I don't know what it is. I can't fall asleep in the plane. I can't fall asleep in the car.
Okay,
I
the
can't.
plane I get, but like the car, ma'am.
No.
Especially if I'm
paranoid until I'm in my bed. Like I'm just like I'd be sitting there like you're running a red light. Like I'm
you know
like
how many
no.
times I've woke up here and I was like, how did I get her? And like I literally woke up in this couch and I'm like looking around like. What happened? And I'll be like, what happened?
Well, at least you know I'm good for something. Girl.
Yeah. And then I'll literally
and your clothes are on.
And I'll have food wrappers right here.
There was one time, we'll see if maybe, we'll save this for the Patreon. There was one time she was knocked out and she literally passed out with Taco Bell wrappers on her and I'm taking a photo shoot of her. I was like, well, we're going to be over here taking photo shoots of each other, girl.
Okay, my yuck.
I thought that was your yuck.
What was it? What did I say?
You just said watching back the podcast?
Yeah, that'll be it.
I don't think that was that yucky.
It's not that bad. I didn't have the worst week.
Yeah. What was my... Well, I wouldn't classify as worst week, but...
I feel like I didn't do my... You know when like I did a shitty performance at work?
I've never heard you say that.
I fell asleep on the job.
Oh, you're stupid. I thought you meant real work.
No. I meant this work.
Well, she will be getting a write-up. It's okay. 3 more and she's out. And then we're going to start...
Like,
we're going to start recruiting someone else, okay? You will get paid 30 cents a day. I don't think that was that bad, though, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't have the worst week.
Yeah. My yuck of the week is I'm finding it really difficult to get back on my diet. And I need to get... Like, I got Vegas in, like, literally 4 weeks. So I'm like...
Is it really?
Yes. I'm like, I need... First of all, I have Vegas in 4 weeks. 2.5 weeks after that, I go on a cruise. I'm like, I need to get my life together.
Yeah, you do.
And I just want to let you guys know, because yes, I did talk about EBT last time. You know what bothers me about people is that they just can't fathom somebody else paying for you. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That they're like, bitch, you said you re-signed up for EBT. First of all, she knows when we go to Vegas, it's free. Thank you.
I
If
know
you
I
guys
need to configure my way into that. I'm like, wait,
have my mom.
4 weeks? I'm like,
Oh, I thought you meant figure your way into
no, I mean
free.
like to get my schedule cleared.
Oh, because okay, if you guys don't watch our travel channel, me and my brother are very open, and we always say this because people see us going on cruise after cruise after cruise. My mom is a big time gambler, so she gets free rooms, she gets free cruises, like she gets all y'all. She's so high status on Carnival cruises specifically that a chauffeur picks us up in a loaded ass car. I've sent her a video before. They have ice chests full of drinks and everything. Like
Oh
they
my
take care
lordy.
of us. My mom is like so high status too in Vegas that like she gets free rooms. Literally, you name it, she'll get free room there.
Yeah.
So every time I go there, it's free. So I don't want to hear it like because people will be like,
Yeah.
"You were just talking about EBT and you're
Yeah.
over here going to Vegas." If it's for free, I'm going. And she knows how we go to Vegas. Literally walking down the strip with a bag of Trulies or Happy
Or a
Dads.
backpack. I'm sorry.
Yep. People
What are you
don't.
supposed to do?
I think what it is though is that people like think they can't go anywhere unless it's lavish, you know? Like I have a friend
I'm
who won't go
sorry.
to a concert unless it's like front row and I'm like that's dumb. I would rather go in the back and experience it than not go at all.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I have
What?
another yum of the week.
I know what you're going to say just cuz I said concert and I know exactly. But I'm going to say this. I don't jinx it. Okay, but go.
Okay.
But go. Now you have to say it.
I just
They want to know.
Justin Timberlake's doing a free concert in LA.
Free
and
cuz
we
he can't sell anything.
and we
So.
both registered for tickets, and we're gonna find out Tuesday if we can go to that concert,
Tuesday.
which is on Wednesday. So
Oh, I thought we find out on Wednesday and I thought the concert was Thursday.
no, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh,
Clear your
okay.
schedule.
Well, girl, I signed up for her because she loves. I used to like Justin Timberlake back in the day, but then I realized I only liked his Love Stone album. That was it.
It's a phenomenal album.
It's a great album. And then I realized as the years went on, I
think
don't.
she's love stone.
I love. Did I tell you I
think
got
she
into a car
knows.
crash to that song, right in front of the Long Beach Town Center, and my brother was in the car. He was 3 months old, literally. Yeah, the ambulance had to come and everything. Yup. Mm-hmm.
That's like you seen the. Remember I sent you the fucking TikToks when it's like in a crash and it's like bend that ass over,
Let that coochie
and
breathe.
everyone's just laying there and it's like us if we got in a car crash.
Literally. Well, that's how it was to Love Stone.
But our yum is that we're going.
We're
to that
going.
concert. So this year's on Wednesday, so we're at the Justin Timberlake concert because we
Yeah.
won the tickets. Love that for
She's
us.
manifesting right now.
Love that.
And you know what I do have to say, although I am not the biggest fan, if it's free, it's for me.
Man,
And if it was somebody else, if it's free, I'm gonna go. Like even
Yeah.
Rosa, like even like all the Spanish music she listens to, I'm like, I don't like this. But if it's free, I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna pay for it.
man,
but
I'm
if
there
it's
for
free,
these. Man, I was like, don't let me win these tickets. Don't let me win these tickets.
I'll drive, girl. Don't worry. I'll take
Yeah.
one for the team. I'll have my 2 little beverages, and that's it.
I'm gonna be like all night.
But Jessica Bill's gonna come out and beat your ass. I said,
She's hot.
she is. Okay, go ahead and no. You know what? I'll start with. No, you start with the would you rather's.
Ooh, I forgot. I have
Us in
one-
our segments of would you rather. You know what's so funny is I feel like my favorite part of our podcast is our would you rather's. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie. I love it. I
Okay.
literally love it. Not y'all, and just in case you guys didn't see previous episodes, obviously we do would you rather segments on here only because me and her would just ask the most random.
Okay,
Would you
I'm gonna go
rathers.
against the grain today because I have 4, and I want to ask all 4 of them.
Why don't you just ask the next one for next week?
They're all good. I need to know.
Okay.
Okay, the first one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Would you rather always feel hungry or always feel tired?
Oh, that's a good one. Her and her fucking. Are you ready? That's why I'm like, are you sure I'm ready? Ooh.
I was like, that's a good one, bitch.
Yeah, that is a good one. Damn. I guess I'm gonna say hungry because I hate no, because girl, you know, girl, I love to live life, girl. I'm trying to go out here, trying to go out there, trying to go this, you know what I mean? But although being hungry does make me a bitch, I'm like, don't talk to me. But I definitely would have to say, yeah, I would rather be hungry all the time than tired because I'm trying to do things, I'm trying to live.
I guess I would choose the same.
Yeah, because like how we were talking in last week's episode when we were talking about team labs and we were like loving the team labs experience. I was like, I have to get up because I was like, my eyes started
yeah.
getting heavy and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall asleep in public at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, hungry would have to be the win.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, that's hard.
Yeah, that is a hard one. I'm like, ugh, being hungry sucks. And you know what's so funny? I just want to let you know, you can look at the timestamp of my thing before you even had sent me anything about Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. I had literally already put this in there.
God.
Would you rather box Mike Tyson or give up hard seltzers for the rest of your life?
Box Mike Tyson. Bitch, he ain't gonna kill me. He just beat my ass.
What if he does? What if he bites off your ear and gives you a concussion?
No.
A
Box,
concussion.
like, there's no judges? The fuck?
Like box, like just box. Something.
No.
Whatever you classify it as, street boxing.
I'll figure it out. Give up seltzers for my life?
Well, you didn't want seltzers today.
Today.
So
Today, my life's not over.
Well. So you'd rather get your ass beat?
Yeah.
Can you imagine getting a right hook from Mike Tyson though? Like for real?
Yeah, I'd have like.
Your teeth would break.
I have pain here. My ears would be ringing forever.
Man, I think your jaw would be broken and your teeth would break. Like being that you're like so petite and small.
What am I supposed to drink?
Damn, I just gave you a compliment. She didn't even take it. I called her petite.
That was no compliment, bitch.
Okay, let's get one of your 4. Ask me 2 back to back then.
Okay. Would you rather give up showering, bathing for a month, or the internet for a month?
Oh, the internet, 100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Bitch, I ain't gonna give up showering or bathing. Like, what the hell?
Would you rather spend 1 week in the woods with no supplies?
Done that.
Or 2 nights in a haunted house?
Define haunted, though.
Like, bitch, they're gonna be rocking the rooms.
But, like, are they gonna
know they're there?
Like, oh, they're gonna know I'm there, but they're not gonna attack me? Like, it's not Conjuring type of thing?
It's gonna be scary.
Then I guess I would go with the week in the woods. I've done that before.
Huh?
Yeah, we used to go camping all the time.
With no supplies?
Just camp out in the wild. Yeah.
Who?
Me and my family.
No, you didn't.
Do you want to ask Patrice?
Yes, I do.
Ask her.
With no supplies.
She wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No, I think we've done it like 2 nights. I did do it with my aunt, dead ass. Like, what do they call it? Like barebacking or something? Oh, whoa.
No.
Wrong thing.
Wrong
thing in the woods.
Wrong podcast.
No, it's called something. There's a name for it.
Oh,
I did do it. I really did do it. Like dead ass. Like we dead ass. Like literally we had our little backpack, and you can call that supplies all you want. But girl, our backpack was our sleeping bag, and then we like literally slept out.
No supplies. I'm not staying in no fucking haunted house. I'll tell you right now.
Okay, so you're literally saying like no clothes because like I gotta be naked.
No tents.
That's what I feel like. Okay, yeah. Well, what do you mean by bedding?
Fucking
a sleeping bag.
Yeah, a sleeping bag. No supplies.
Because also I watched Society of the Snow on the way back home from, and I'm like, they technically even had supplies because the plane crashed, so they used things.
Don't manipulate my shit.
But what I'm saying is,
no supplies.
Like, okay, so you're literally telling me right now that if I'm out there in the woods, I can't turn leaves into a bed?
Oh,
like,
you can. Well, that's different. You can't bring your human supplies from the city.
Oh, okay. See, that's why I'm like, girl, I'm getting a little confused here.
Make yourself a leaf bed. Yeah, go ahead.
So no food?
No food.
Okay, haunted house. Never mind. I changed my answer. I'm not hunting. Like, I'm not
hunting either.
I couldn't kill.
I find berries. I don't know.
Oh, that's so funny. I think hunting is one of my things. Let me ask I swear to God, I think. Ma'am, my next question. Go. I swear to God, look at that right there. Oh my gosh. Would you rather be a vegan for 3 years or have to hunt, skin, and cook your own food for 1 year? How funny that.
A vegan.
Right? Because can you imagine, like, even, like, killing a salmon and, like.
I'm not. Yeah, even that. Like, stab it through the whole body.
And then you have to, like,
like, and vegans have so many options today.
True, they do. Yeah, I think I would go with that. But being vegan is really hard though. But I mean like a full, like a devout.
Yeah, no.
Like you can't have beer. You know what I mean? You can't use anything with honey. Any bees. Like I mean a real vegan girl. Not pretend.
I'm not like I wouldn't get past skinning one animal.
You don't think you get skin a fish?
No.
Me neither.
I just don't want to deal with it.
Girl, I gave up meat just because that shit grossed me out.
Yeah.
Like even watching my brother's meat get cooked. That sounds nasty.
Yeah.
My brother Wagyu in Tokyo, that was even gross. I was like, oh no, thank you.
Really?
Okay, is this one of your 69 fucking questions over here, girl? Come on, 50 Cent.
Would you rather?
Come on, 21 questions.
Would you rather wear?
Bitch, spit it out. A fucking thong, bitch. A butt plug. I have one in now. Come on.
A cape like Dracula.
Okay, I have one. I have 2 actually.
Or a pirate eye patch everywhere you go for 6 months.
I'm gonna go with the cape. I could work the cape, bro. Yeah, I could work the cape.
But you're so tall. Could you imagine?
It'll make me look slim, I feel like. You know, like if it's proportionate. Like if I use this blanket, as a cape, I'll look small.
You're
like,
just
oh,
wishing around
little petite woman.
In the store with a fucking cape around your neck.
I'll do the cape. Well, I used to have my little goth era, girl. If you take a look at my closet, I have like a 6 foot tall like cardigan, which is like a cape, really. Yeah. I'm so serious.
I believe you.
Yep. Okay, let me get to my last would you rather, and we do have some hot topics today. Today's gonna be a long episode. Okay, ma'am. Do you see how long this last one is? Because I had to get into detail with this one, okay? And this is for the 90 Day Fiance fans out there. If you guys don't know right? And I turned her on to it.
Yeah.
She literally would talk shit about it before. I'm like, you don't understand. 90 Day Fiance.
I'm invested in these people's lives.
90 Day Fiance is reality TV gold. Like, it's gold. I do think, like, girl, if you go back to the old seasons, like, you're like, this is some real shit. I do think now there is a little bit of scripting going on, you know?
Yeah.
I love how you're holding back your yawn, and I could see you each time you do it. Yeah, I could see. You've done it 3 times now. I just had to call you out. Yes. She's all. Comment down below if you've seen her.
Well, what's worse? Me trying to hold it back or me yawning? What the fuck?
I'm like, each time you're all.
Well, do you want me to just fucking yawn in your face?
You do you, girl. Whatever you feel is necessary.
Ask me my question, bitch.
Okay, so once again, if you don't know 90 Day Fiance, you may not know this. Would you rather marry Rob from 90 Day Fiance for the rest of your life, but he never moves out of his room and annoys you every single day? Or marry Gino for the rest of your life, but he could never get it up and a blue pill doesn't even work?
Gino. You didn't say I can't fuck anybody else.
Oh, what did she just say about me? Don't manipulate my shit, girl. You wanted me to turn my paragraph into a J.K. Rowling novel? Like, what the fuck else is
I'm sorry,
that?
I'm not living in that fucking room with you, bitch. I'm living in Minnesota with Gino.
But, like, I mean, like, real married girl.
I don't care. Real married people cheat. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm sorry. At least Gino's, like, semi-entertaining. Rob is a bitch.
Yeah, but I think at least Rob is good looking, though. You don't think he's good looking?
I think, when somebody's personality is such a turn off, that you are so far gone on their looks.
His personality.
That's how I feel about him.
But if I just look at him with his mouth shut, I'm like, he's a good looking guy.
No,
he really
he's
is.
A female. He acts like a female.
Yeah, but
he's just like, meh, 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 and his little fucking curly hair.
Well, and then also, I don't know. I find his girl annoying too, to be honest with you. And I know you like her. I know you like her.
She's okay.
She annoys me too. Sorry.
What's her name, Sophia? Meme I sent you about the roots? When they said we should have known she was delusional when she had that roots.
No, I think I didn't unblock.
Remember when her hair was all blonde, but all fucked and looked all fried?
No. Oh, I remember that during the season, but not the meme. No.
Oh, yeah. And
I tend to ignore your messages.
They're always funny.
Okay, so here we go with the delusional. Call her Sophia right here. Sophie. But her mom's a bit much too. Like, girl.
Her mom's right, but her mom's a bit much in her delivery, so then her message gets, like, blurred.
I don't know. She's just kind of annoying to me. I'm like, girl.
She seems like an alcoholic, if you will. She seems red.
First of all, me and you can never comment on anyone being
an alcoholic. I didn't say it was a problem. I just said, so what are her personality traits? She's an alcoholic.
We should hang out with her then.
I would love to hang out with her.
You know what I hate about this whole storyline is they make it seem like they have money, and I can tell they don't have money. I can tell by the way Sophie dresses. I can tell by the way the mom dresses. I can tell that the mom was staying in like a damn what's it called, Motel 6. Like,
I could tell when Sophie had her burnt ass hair for fucking 5 episodes.
And he literally when I had said earlier that sometimes I feel like 90 Day Fiance does get a little scripted, I mean them specifically. I feel like they're the only couple that comes across scripted, because I'm like, he's going off talking about, you've never had to go through hardships. If you ever needed money, you can just call someone. I'm like, you can tell by everything. And I'm sitting here in Walmart right now, head to toe, Walmart. Like, I'm not judging or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, you can tell that they don't have money. But I don't claim to have money. So there's a difference.
No, that's how I know.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, why are you sitting there claiming to have money? She don't have money. I can tell. She really don't.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
Yeah, it seems scripted. It seems like,
But then So I went down the 90-day
Rabbit hole.
rabbit hole. No, I was on their Instagrams, and Sophie, she hasn't posted a picture of him. I couldn't find a picture of him.
A lot of them do have to do that though, depending upon their contract. There are some people who would negotiate their contract with reality TV who are not allowed to post, and then there's some like, bitch, I make money from my social media posts.
But they posted like their marriage, their wedding ceremony.
Yeah.
But she didn't post like, I went to like Gino's and he would post Jasmine or the witch, and she would post Manuel.
But just like I said, some people negotiate it. Like if you see the 1,000-Pound Sisters or whatever, they stay posting throughout. But I think because they started off from social media, they're like, I'm not going to cut my check from social media. Mm-hmm. So they negotiate it. So anyways, y'all.
Gino, yeah.
Okay, Gino for the win.
Gino for the win.
Let's go ahead and move into some of our hot topics. Okay. This has been a really lighthearted podcast, and I am so sorry.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm so sorry, but I just have to bring this up. This is going to get low-key a little bit deep. For educational purposes, me and her had conversations before of, like, when we start a podcast, like, we're going to be real and have real conversations. Like, you guys are our friends. We're conversing. That's just it. I want to be educated specifically on the hashtag gays for Palestine. And this... recently, I'm trying to understand it.
You seen my post?
You're fucking stupid. They're gonna believe it, bitch.
I know.
She's not posting nothing about Palestine.
No, I'm not.
My whole thing
but
is...
I am
gay. Oh, it's not midnight yet, girl. So, not yet. You got a couple more hours.
I saw my other talking.
Yeah, and then she'll become gay. My whole thing, and the reason why I want to be educated on this is because, you know what bothers me about people on the internet? And they'll be like, Google it. I Googled it. So I said, bitch, I'm bringing it to the internet.
Still confused.
Yes, still confused. Is because if you look on Instagram, there is a whole hashtag, and people do it, hashtag gays for Palestine. It's funny because I want to bring up this website specifically that I was reading from, because I was like, last I heard, Palestine does not support the gays, so why are the gays supporting Palestine? And I'm not saying, and don't get this twisted, I am not saying that, oh, they should have a genocide over there, or like nothing like that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm trying to have a clear understanding as to why there's a specific movement of hashtag gays for Palestine. Literally look it up on Instagram, y'all, before even commenting on this video, because I don't understand. And once again, I don't think that like they should have any harm done to them. I wish there was peace in the whole entire world, but I'm just not grasping the concept of hashtag gays for Palestine, because I Googled it, and on this site, it literally says like things. It has a whole listing of, okay, so gay marriage is unrecognized in Palestine, right? And then it also says that censorship varies by region. It says changing gender is ambiguous. It says non-binary gender recognition not legally recognized. It says discrimination, no protections against discrimination.
Love that.
Yes, it says employment discrimination, no protection.
Oh my god.
Housing discrimination, no protections. Like, there's so many things. You guys can go. It's called equaldex.com. You guys can look at the full listing. And so I'm not talking about, I don't want you commenting about Israel versus Palestine.
Don't tell me shit about the war.
Yes, I don't care to hear about that. I know enough. Ignorant.
I don't care about that war.
Well, when it comes down to this, because I'm specifically asking a question about hashtag gays for Palestine. That's, as a gay man, I'm having difficulty sitting here trying to understand why there's a whole movement for the gay community.
Why are everybody rallying behind this when these are the laws that
take place over there? Like, you can beat a gay person over there and get no jail time. It's fine.
There's no discrimination recognized.
There's no discrimination like protection.
Yeah.
So meaning out in the public, if I beat you and call you, the F slur, it's like, oh, you're fine. I'm having a difficult time understanding that. And once again, I know people are ignorant as fuck, and they'll sit here and say, oh, so you're saying that
you're pro-murder.
You're pro-Israel.
You're
I'm like,
pro-bombing.
I'm pro-nothing, okay?
I just have a question.
Yes, I just have a question, because I literally was Googling it, and I'm like, I can't find an answer why there is a whole movement by the thousands of hashtag gay for Palestine. So I do want to know that. Before we get into our hot topics, that was just something that has been on my mind this week that I'm like, I'm not getting it. Like, I'm not getting it.
Maybe they all agreed to turn a blind eye and nobody told you.
But why would you turn a blind eye if you can't even visit that place without you, like, potentially getting murdered and no...
Because they love it. They want the...
girl, I'm not getting it.
They need the hashtag.
Someone please let me know down below.
That's insane.
I will accept calm answers only. If you come at
me sideways.
Yeah,
if you come at us crazy, blocked.
Literally, I'm not... I just want to know, because I just feel like it's like, whoa, It's kind of like people will, sit here and say like, oh, screw this place or that place. And it's like, but why are you saying that if they support you? Or why are you saying the opposite if they don't support you?
But then
Like,
it's like, did they not know? And we're not trying to say they didn't know, but did you know? Did
I
you not
know.
know? If you did know, why do you not care? Why are you
Yeah.
not bothered? Why do you feel the way you feel?
Yeah. I want some education on
If you're
that.
just finding out now, we're glad we informed you.
Yeah, Google it. I honestly like. It seems to me that Palestine is not as strict as somewhere like Saudi Arabia or like Iraq or whatever. You know what I mean? They don't seem that strict,
But the laws are the
but the
laws.
laws are the laws, and it
The
still seems like you're not
protections are the
protected.
protections. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, Anyways, moving on from that, I meant to talk about this last week's episode. Did you see? Trigger warning, y'all. This high school in Oklahoma had their students licking toes.
Huh?
You didn't see about that?
No.
Okay, there's this school in Oklahoma that for a fundraiser, they were having their students lick each other's toes and suck on each other's toes. I did take a little bit of a screenshot from TMZ because this continues on because it seems like this has happened several times before, that this wasn't the first time. I guess this was the first time that it was like pictures taken, photos taken. Pictures, photos, same shit. I mean, pictures and
I
videos,
get
same
it.
shit.
Pictures
Yeah.
and photos. Love that.
Pictures and
Not them
photos
doing
and
both.
Polaroids too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Mental
selfies,
photos.
selfies too. You know.
Mental photos. Lots of those.
Turns out it wasn't the first time. So I did take this little bit of a insert from TMZ. It said folks who've been following this story continue to be up in arms over the situation, labeling the whole thing disgusting and going well beyond inappropriate. Deer Creek High previously denied any wrongdoing, saying in a statement that students volunteered to do this activity and insisting no faculty members were involved. The licking stunt has proven to be an effective fundraising tool at the school claims to have raised more than 100, or as the school claims to have raised more than $150,000 for local charity when they did this. I had this in my drafts for last week, and I forgot to bring it up.
How could you forget?
Girl, because I forgot to put it in my notes.
I'm
That's
like,
why.
where are the parents?
Right, right. So everyone's kind of like, what is going on in this school? And I'm not gonna put any pictures up or anything. You guys can Google if you want. There's videos of them full on licking and
Were they like just sitting there lined up or what?
yeah, literally.
It's a boy and a girl? Or...
It's like all like it's mixed. Boy and boy, boy and girl, like literally everything. Yeah. And I'm
they
trying
and them?
Yeah, they and them, girl. They got the baristas in there. I literally
That's insane.
Yes, and I was sitting here like, how did you even raise $150,000?
That's why I'm like,
for the.
That's pretty good odds.
I'm all wait.
God.
Where do I sign up?
I'm like, what city?
$150,000. No, I just wanted to bring that up though because I was just like, what is wrong with people? And this has gone on multiple times.
That's insanity.
Can you imagine if you sent your son to a high school and then you see a video of him licking toes?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, it's okay, mom. I chose to do it. It's for a fundraiser."
I chose the toes.
Yes, I literally, girl. That's basically what they're saying. I chose the toes because they said that they
Yeah.
volunteered to do this activity. Was their direct statement
No,
from
they
Creekwood
didn't.
High or Creek High? I like how I say Creekwood.
Well, they're fucking in high school. They don't fucking
know any
how
better.
they need accountable. Like what?
Girl, next up on the list before we take a little bit of an intermission and then we'll get back into our hot topics is y'all. Kylie Jenner is coming out, and you're the one that shared this with me.
Yeah.
With
Fuck
alcohol.
Fucking poser.
Literally.
Fucking pick me.
She's a pick me. Kylie Jenner is coming out with her own brand of vodka sodas called Sprinter. And I just want to know that you know how people aren't having it is that she promoted it on her Instagram multiple times, and dude, her account only has 18.9 thousand followers, and I'm not saying that that's not a lot, but I'm saying she has
an Instagram for a sprinter.
She has a Instagram for her Sprinter, and she has 400 million followers.
Yeah, only 18,000 went to follow.
Dude, literally, they were talking about this streamer. His name's Aiden Ross, and he just came out with a clothing line, and he got 700,000 followers within the first day. So I'm like, if he, a streamer who does not have 400
million. No BOGO coupons on there or what? Damn.
Okay, I wanted to talk about this because this is coming from two alcoholics right here who enjoy our beverages. If you see us come out with an alcohol line,
You can trust it.
It's on brand, okay?
You can trust it.
It just seems like Kylie Jenner to me has her hand in every single money bag.
She's not even a drinker.
She's not even a drinker. If you guys watch, well, I haven't watched the show in a while, but like I don't ever see her out enjoying her beverages. I don't, whatever the case may be. And look, I'm not saying that you have to be a drinker or a known drinker.
Not at all,
but like, why are you coming out with this when she just came out with the perfume? She just came out. Hold on.
She just came out with a perfume?
Girl, within the same 7 days, you guys are watching this a little late, but within the same 7 days of us talking about this, she came out with her clothing line. It's called Ca. She came out with her fucking perfume, which is her first ever perfume. She already has her cosmetic line. You have all these things. She has a skincare line. She has a baby line.
The cosmetic line is enough.
Yes, literally. I'm like, and you're going to come out with...
What's the clothes? Like
it's called
clothes?
Ca. No, it's like actual clothes.
Like
yeah.
what?
I don't know. There was some drama surrounded about it, but I didn't fully read into it.
She doesn't wear
clothes?
Like regular, like clothes that we can relate to, I don't feel.
Well, I feel like, yeah, they are a little bit more fashion forward, I guess you would say.
And they're expensive, I'm assuming?
Oh, I'm assuming, but I haven't looked, girl. It's called Ca.
I'm assuming sure it's like $200.
Probably. Well, I guess Skims is not that expensive, you know? I think that she's doing that, though, because I think that Skims is, like, super successful. Like, Skims is doing really good.
Okay, but Skims, okay. I've never bought my own Skims, but I have Skims that were given to me.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And, first of all, they work. But I just can't find myself to spend $60 on a pair of leggings.
Literally, but I do have to say though, everyone that I know that has Skims, they love it.
Yeah.
Like they rave about it. So I do have to say at least the quality.
At least it works.
Yes, because everyone that I know that has Skims is like, oh fuck yeah, like this is good shit. So at least I would say that. I just feel personally with Kylie Jenner though, she has her hands in too many pockets, and it's like, stop, girl.
Yeah,
like
girl,
it's just
a little monopoly over here.
Yes, and then I want to say first of all, I just want to speak a little bit about the branding of this Sprinter. First of all, the cans look boring.
First of all, what the fuck is a Sprinter?
Like a Sprinter van?
Don't love that.
I don't know. My whole thing that I want to get at right here is I can already say, were you joking when you sent me the message if you said get yourself an 8-pack for $19.99?
No.
An 8-pack is $20.
I wasn't joking.
Where'd you get that from?
From the website I sent you.
Okay. Why would you buy an 8-pack for $20 and they're only 4.5% alcohol?
Oh.
You can get yourself a 12-pack of Trulies on sale at Ralph's for $12.99.
5%.
5%. So
yeah.
I'm not understanding.
Because you think you're gonna turn skinny and your ass is gonna get fat.
For real, and then you're gonna become a billionaire if you drink it.
Yeah,
well, then I'll take two. I don't know. I'm just sorry. I'm not.
Sign me up, bitch.
Yes. It's about that time for our intermission. You know, our little pee potty break, and we got to get a little bit of a refill. So we will be right back.
We're back.
I told her to take the lead this time. We are refreshed, undressed, and never mind. Just kidding. Oh wait, this ain't the OnlyFans. Sorry. We do have a couple more hot topics. Just a couple. I feel like you don't know who the next person is that we're gonna talk about.
Let's see.
His name is Jonathan Van Ness from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Well, I think
Show
that's
me a picture.
Him. No, huh? Okay, so if you guys don't know who he is, he's like this super overly flamboyant guy.
The one that wears dresses and shit?
Yes,
okay,
yes. Okay, so you do know him. He's a hairdresser. Oh, by the way, you know what? He may identify as a they them. Don't fucking come for me. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't trying to fight the they them mafia. Okay, he may be a they them, but I don't know. Okay. So recently, he's been called out for, or they've been called out for being. You know what? Let me just read this shit from TMZ directly, okay?
Yeah, TMZ, and I quote.
I'm like, hold on, there's a little bit of a thing right here. It says, Queer Eye host Jonathan Van Ness ripped as monster nightmare coworker. It says, Queer Eye host Jonathan Van Ness is being ripped by colleagues from their Netflix show who says, oh, they say he's a disaster. Oh, okay, so maybe he's not a they them. I'm sorry. I thought he was. He's a disaster.
Me.
I know. I legitimately thought maybe he was like
the Trisha. Beard and the dresses threw me off.
I was like, well, no, because even like, for example, Trisha Paytas like came out as a they them. So I was like,
yeah, but she was trolling. I think she was trolling.
She tries to say that she was trolling, and then she says she wasn't trolling. So I'm like, well, I don't know what to believe anymore. You know what I mean?
It's hard to take her serious at all.
Well, I don't take anything she says serious.
She's like, funny.
She's fucking hilarious.
She's
I love her.
Entertaining.
Girl, you know I love Trisha Paytas. Don't play. Anyway, so it says he's a disaster nature to work with, emotionally abusive, and prone to rage issues. And I wanted to comment about this specifically, is because in my personal experience, people, because he's just known for being over the top and bubbly and extra, and how you doing, gorgeous, and you're so beautiful. He overly affirms people. Is that a correct term? I don't fucking
Yeah.
know. People who like positive affirmations, you would
Oh.
love him because all he does is that. But when the cameras are rolling, and I'm just gonna go on a whim here and say, in my personal experience of people that I have witnessed who have been, they seem so nice.
Yes, queen.
You don't know them behind closed doors. They're fucking
Yeah.
bitches. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because if you guys know Bianca Del Rio is from RuPaul's Drag Race, and she's known to be a bitch, and everyone knows her as the sweetheart. Like, she's the biggest, like, heart in the whole drag community, and she's a fucking bitch. And she makes jokes about everything, offensive, not offensive. Like, everyone thinks she's a bitch, but she's so nice. My whole thing is, don't judge a book by its cover, because
No.
he seems like he's, if you were to watch Queer Eye, you'd be like, he's so sweet. But I'm like, you just don't know behind the
His
scenes.
persona.
And then I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I do want to say this, is you don't know to believe them either.
Yeah, soft ass coworkers.
Yeah, what if he just made a joke and they
you're
said he's a
fucking-
monster?
Yeah, you're sensitive Sally over here.
Yeah. So it's like, you just
True.
don't know. Take everything with a grain of salt. But in my
True.
experience, everyone who's so bubbly and over the top, they're really not like that.
Yeah. No thanks.
That's why I like this one over here.
Yeah, I'm not
Because look,
bubbly
you
at
see
all.
her as a bitch, and she really is a bitch. So you know what you're getting. You know what I mean? No faking over here.
surprises.
No scamming. She's not calling you from India. Okay, so two more after this, and we're gonna get into our why we think men are fucking trash. Okay, this should have been the hot take episodes, I swear to God. Oprah Winfrey has stepped down as one of the faces or like owners or CEOs or whatever the fuck, don't quote me on this, from Weight Watchers because she admitted to taking a weight loss drug,
Isn't
aka
she taking Ozempic?
Ozempic. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to say, and I specifically put this on the list because it was something that I wanted to talk about because it's been a hot topic recently of people opening up about taking Ozempic. And I am struggling to find the issue of people using Ozempic as a weight loss drug. And people will sit here and say, well, it started off as a diabetes drug. Well, guess what, girl? Latisse didn't start off as an eyelash growth serum. It started off for something for glaucoma, okay? And then they found out, oh my gosh, your eyelashes grow from it. So Latisse ended up becoming a prescription for your eyelashes to grow. Same thing with Botox. I think Botox originated as some type of something, right? And then it came out to be, oh my gosh, this is youth in a bottle. So many drugs have started off as one thing and then transpired into something else. And there's this whole narrative online of people who take Ozempic, Wegovy, Sexpeda, like all these different semi-glutide like medicines, as in, oh my gosh, there's a shortage for the people who really need it. Well, guess what?
No,
Hold on. I have two parents that both have been on the shit for years now. For years. They have not had a shortage once. I have two aunts that have been on it for years now, have not had a shortage once.
People just create the
People
problem.
create the problem.
But isn't there, I've heard a lot of side effects with
yes.
like negative side effects?
Yes, 100%. And you know what? I'm sure there are a bunch of side effects for it, but the thing is, trial and error. You're going to learn as you go.
But if you want to do it, I don't give a shit, do it. But
My
this
whole
whole narrative of creating that there's a shortage, like...
Girl, let's talk about the side effects, but hold on, though. They forced us to take a vaccine without any testing, girl. COVID came up in 2020 and they made us take a vaccine 9 months later. Girl, come on. At least these things have been around for a couple years, and now, yes, we are starting to see that there are like some side effects, and I'm sure there's going to be side effects. But my whole thing is if Oprah, and I don't even like Oprah. I think she's evil. If I'm being honest. Sorry.
Really? Why?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I don't know. I just think she's a scammer. I think she's a fraud. Everything that she's done on her show, she got the credit for when really it was the network paying for everything. Like when she passed out her cars.
But isn't that her network?
No, she did not own. What was she on?
Network?
ABC? No, that's owned, girl.
Oh.
I'm talking about when she was like, hello, like Ellen DeGeneres type of thing. You know, perfect example. Ellen DeGeneres gets all the
but
credit.
Wasn't it because of her?
Because of her views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they had the finances.
It didn't come out of her pocket though. Do you know what I mean? So why did she get the credit for doing it?
She was the one bringing in the money, right?
I mean, if you could classify it as that, but say for example, if I was bringing in the views for something and you paid for it out of pocket, do you want credit or me?
Being a humanitarian or something.
Well, that's what it was coming across as.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But it was like,
well, just picture it this way. Say for example, you own the network and you're like, Tim brings in 50 million views a day, so I'm going to provide all of his viewers $1 million. And I take the credit and you get none. It's
but also, like, people would go ham for that Christmas or Mother's Day show, right? Mother's
Yeah,
Day?
no. I think both
Yeah,
Christmas
her
and
favorite
because you get
things, and then Mother's
all.
Day, all the pregnant women.
Yeah,
Yeah, and she would deck you out,
yeah,
and
but see,
people would go.
it wouldn't even be her though. It would
Yeah,
be the
but people
network,
would go.
which I get it. The funding wouldn't be there if the views weren't there. So I'm not taking that away from her. All I'm saying is I don't think that she's the type of person to come
Okay,
out of
why
her
else?
pocket.
Why else is she? Well, I'm just curious.
Well, also you heard all the stuff about Hawaii. She literally said on with the rock and
No,
everything. So when all their houses burnt down in oh my gosh, what part of it?
Maui.
Yeah, but it was a
Oh,
specific
about
part. Lahaina,
Maui.
Lahaina.
Okay.
Specifically in Lahaina, right? All these houses burnt down. And she said, as soon as the dust settles, we'll make a donation. First of all, I still haven't heard about her making a donation. And what do you mean as soon as the
Dust ain't
dust?
settling, bitch.
Yes.
It's an ash fire.
And she said that. So it's like, wait, what are you talking about? But then also, all the rumors came out there. Well, I guess I don't know if you consider them to be rumors because it is true that like she's purchasing all the land over here
In Maui.
in Maui. Yeah, the specific part of
And her
Lahaina.
shit didn't burn.
Yeah, and her shit didn't burn. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. You just see time and time again. She reminds me. You know what she reminds me of that mega church guy, Joel Steen.
Yeah.
She reminds me of that. Like, oh, he's such a good person, but then he doesn't help people out when they need help.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
never hear about that. Oh, also, hold on about Oprah. When it comes down to the movie The Color Purple, Taraji P Henson was putting her on blast. The fact that she had to drive herself to work over there. No celebrity should be driving themselves to and from work when it comes down to things when they're on set for 16 hours. Everybody has a driver. Taraji P Henson, you're a freaking A-list celebrity, and you're renting her a car, and everyone's saying about how they're getting paid so little. Also, Monique had came out and said, this bitch don't pay shit. She got paid $50,000 for the movie Precious. Yes. $50,000. How much money do you think Oprah made? I don't think she's a good person as she's portrayed to be. In my opinion. That's just my opinion.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I just feel like a lot of these things that come down to it, I'm not a fan of her. Going back to that. But if she does take Ozempic, girl, good for
I
you.
don't think she would take it if her doctor didn't recommend it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like that's I'm like, oh well.
Well, and even on top of that, if he didn't, whatever. If she lost her weight that way, and she recently lost a bunch of weight, whatever. It does look fake though. If you are the face of Weight Watchers and you
Yeah.
admit to taking Ozempic,
That's why they cut her ass.
That's
or
why-
she stepped down.
I'm a little bit confused about it because I heard that she owns a portion of Weight Watchers.
That's why she's
So I think
stepping down.
I think she stepped down as the face
Yeah.
of it. You know what I mean? But I want to say nonetheless, the whole reason why I even brought this up
What
on
a
topic.
girl.
Uh-huh.
I said, what a girl.
Girl.
What a gal.
For real. And you know what? I do want to say this is I feel like I just never hear any authentic good things from her. Like I always tell Jelly's so anti-Drake, but I'm like, dude, I always hear that he does so many
I'm
good
not
things.
anti-Drake. I'm anti being gay and then acting like you're not. That's what I'm anti.
Well, bitch, I was in the closet for a good 4 years.
And not as a grown adult man trying to fuck with females and portray a persona of like some macho daddy.
She's dead ass convinced that Drake is gay. And you know what? There was a lot of people. Well, not a lot. Maybe I saw 3 comments of people that did agree with you. I don't think he's gay though. I don't get those vibes. I think that he is I've said this before. I do think that Drake is the type that okay, I fuck so many bitches. Now I'm down to put it in a booty
And
hole.
what is that to me? Gay.
Well, you had conflicting statements last time because you said if it's gay for pay, then it's the money.
All
is the
the
motive.
girls agreed with me in the comments that if you're gonna mess with a guy, you're bi, no matter if money's involved or not.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Or not
Hold
bi.
on, I was
gay.
like, I'm the one that said that.
Not bi. You're gay. Well, I mean, you can still find a female attractive, but in my mind, you're predominantly gay. Like, I don't give a fuck if $100, $500, $1,000, or no dollars is on the table. If you're doing it, you're gay. Maybe your motive's different, but you're still gay.
Yeah, but then there are some people in life who may have sex with a guy and then end up with a girl.
But you're still gay. Your dominant sexual trait is gay.
I don't know. I'm conflicting about this because I feel like okay, clearly there's something a little off with you, but then I do understand the experimental phase. Do you know what I mean?
But you're gay, so you'd be okay with a guy experimenting. I'm not gay. I don't want a straight man to be experimenting because I want to.
But hold on, every single guy I've been with has been in long-term relationships with females.
Yeah, but they're gay. They were just trying to hide it. You were trying to hide it. You just didn't endeavor in a long-term relationship.
And what if they're straight and they're just trying to hide being straight?
Yeah, because we're all out here just trying to hide that we're straight.
I mean, hey, I'm just saying. My whole thing is okay, because if your whole main point is I'm gay, then how is it any difference between me being with a guy who has been with females and multiple females?
Because it's different. How is it? Okay, so you've been with say your boyfriend fucked 2 bitches, and my boyfriend fucked 3 guys, that's not any different to you? We're not gonna look at them any different? It's very different, bitch. It's the same thing.
Well, I think the outcome is what really tells. I think that if a straight man has sex with a guy, and then it's like, okay, he still stays with his girl and he's still hooking up with her, but then he's still hooking up with a guy, then I'm like, okay, you're gay. But if you go out there and one time, maybe even twice, shit, we'll give it 3 times. If you try it a few times and you're like, you know what, I did try it because I thought maybe, then I do think there is room for that.
But then maybe it's just me. I don't want to be a motherfucker that thinks that he needs to experiment to find out. Like, I need you to know you don't want to fuck a guy. But that's just coming from me. I'm straight and I like very straight men.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if a guy is unsure, if a girl.
Well, I like very gay men. I'll say that. You know what I mean?
I just think it's different. I think a gay man, a man who identifies as gay hooking up with a woman is the equivalent to a straight woman hooking up with a girl. It just doesn't count. This is just my opinion to me. And it's like, if a guy is curious and actually goes and tries it, I don't want to, like, just the fact that you weren't sure and you actually fucked a guy, I don't want to fuck you. Like, you're like not the type of person I want to be with. I don't judge you. Kudos to, like, figuring it out. But it just, like, I'm like, oh, no.
But I think I've asked you this before, I think. And I'm pretty sure I've asked you to here on the podcast. If you met the love of your life who you were married to, ring and all, like, you had the perfect life. And let's say, for example, you guys were together for 6 years. And then he randomly tells you, you know, one time in college, I did actually hook up with the guy. Like,
things would change. I don't know if I would leave him. I don't know, because you described it as me having a perfect life.
Yeah, perfect. I'm talking about your perfect, like, you're fucking happy.
I would stay in the relationship maybe just to keep my life the same, but I wouldn't be with. I would have a very difficult time being with you.
Even though, say for example, this person you met when you're 40 and he's also 40, like, even though you know it was 20 years ago.
I would have a hard time believing that it was just that one time.
Oh, really?
I would have a hard time believing why you felt to tell me. I would have a hard time. Like, you telling me is telling me that it's not something you want to hide. And that's alarming. Because you're not ashamed.
Well, but maybe he was scared to tell you because he knew right away that you're like, okay, I'm a freaking, like, you know, beta female who likes an alpha male. So I wanted you to, you know what I mean? Now that I'm secure.
I would struggle with it. I'm not saying I would leave my perfect life, but I would struggle with.
And my whole thing is, too, is like, say, for example, if he said that,
is
like.
An earthquake?
No, that was, I put my hand out. Yeah, same thing.
Same thing. I was like, is it an earthquake? I was being dead ass serious.
No, I'm like, girl, all these shits will shake. My whole thing is like, okay, if it happened 20 years ago, and like, say for example, like, he obviously opened up and told you about it. Now it's kind of like, he was hitting it right and everything, and all this time, say for example, when you met him, like, you knew that he had a girl, like, you know what I mean?
Like, why'd you have to tell me that? Like,
so you would just prefer, like, just to not know?
Well, if it was one time 20 years ago, yeah, don't tell me.
But see, we're so the opposite on that, because I would find it hilarious. I'd be like, shut the fuck up, no way. Like, no, you know what I mean?
Like, I don't want to know my husband was with a dude before. Like, no, not at all.
I didn't want to know that one of my previous partners was with somebody that was 45 years older than them.
Love that.
That was I was like,
testing the waters.
I mean, so I guess maybe I could relate in that aspect. But when it comes down to male, female, whatever, I don't care. But I'm like, why you gotta be with somebody so much older than you? I'm like, girl.
Love that. You have pictures? You have videos to show me? The hell?
Never mind.
The hell?
Anyways, I love how that took a turn from freaking Oprah. We went from Oprah to that.
How?
I don't know.
I always want to know where the connection.
As soon as we watch the podcast back, we'll know how we got there. So we don't know how the connections were. But
Precious? No.
I love Monique though. There's one last thing that I want to talk about. Is Ryan Garcia. Have you been following the Ryan Garcia drama?
Yeah, he's a mess. Low-key, he can get me. He can get this pussy though.
Bruh, he's cute.
That little boy. I'm like, come on.
He's not a little boy. Isn't he like 28?
He looks little.
He does.
He's bony.
Well, yeah,
we're in the same weight class, him and I.
He's skinnier than you.
Yeah, he's like probably 130.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Ryan Garcia.
And low-key, his ex-wife, she's hot. But she was an Instagram girl, but she was hot.
Oh, he's male.
Less than
Yeah.
me. Don't gotta say it. Less than me. 125.
He's a good chunk less than you, girl. He's 135.
Still.
He's 5'8". Oh my
Yeah, I'm
god.
coming my way though. He's hot.
Wait, not him almost being exactly my ex. So my
Not
ex
him
was
having 3 kids. Like, can you stop, please?
how old is
And
he?
stop
Let's
getting
see.
married
Hold
to
on.
people.
How old is
And
he?
he has a new. He left the bitch. He has a new bitch.
Oh, he's
now.
25. I was all talking about.
He has a new Instagram girl now.
Does he really? Well, if you guys have not
Love some
seen,
Instagram girls.
well,
Don't we all?
who doesn't these
Don't we
days?
all?
Girl, not us. Me and her both want people who don't have social media. We're
Absolutely.
like,
That'd be a
stop,
dream
girl.
come true.
Literally, I'm like, oh, girl.
I'm all mad when they ask me for Instagram. I'm like, God damn it.
No, my whole thing is like, okay, and this is gonna sound, once again, I understand I'm a hypocrite, but I understand that, look, clearly my job is social media, but unless
That's
the
not
other,
what I identify as.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure I deliver newspapers. I don't know. My whole thing is if did you really get it? Stupid us. My whole thing is that if they do it for a living, sure, okay. But if you're just out here like, I'm trying to get the views, I'm trying to get the likes, and I'm like,
I want the followers.
specifically, I do have to say in the straight community though, I feel hot
Yeah.
take. I feel the straight men are more thirsty for Instagram followers than gay men. I really do.
Yeah,
I'm so serious.
I literally have scientific proof of that. Like,
She
what?
would send me screenshot after screenshot of so many people that she would be talking to on the dating apps, and I'm like, why
And
do they
as
all
soon
say
as
follow
I
me,
find
follow me,
out
follow
your
me?
Instagram is crazy. I want nothing to do with you.
Yes.
I'm telling you, my ex had 4,000 some followers, and I was like, bitch, for what?
Your ex?
Yeah.
Oh, with a B?
Bowser.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, who needs 4,800 followers when you're a fucking nobody?
And you just sit there and post shirtless pics of your meatball body.
You're
No comment. Sorry.
no comment.
Anyways, Ryan Garcia.
I still fuck him though. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He's really attractive. He really is.
Oh no, I was talking about Bowser.
Oh.
He is attractive. He has stupid tattoos.
Do
I'm
you
talking
know-
about Ryan Garcia.
Hold on. Let's go back to Bowser. Okay, you guys will never know what he looks like, but I do have to say, I feel like for the most part, the guys that she has gotten with, I'm just keeping it real, and you know I've said this, and I'm not being rude,
I
but
don't
the
care.
most recent one, this is gonna sound so rude. Do you know I've said it? The most recent one is, I think, the least attractive that you've been with.
Dallas?
I think so.
Maybe it's because
Hold
I
on.
get confused with his personality.
Hold
and I
on.
can see
No,
things
but
past it.
no, before the personality, hello, I called him a 5 and you were so triggered by that. And I was like, bitch, he's a
That's
5.
cute.
Anyways, I think that he takes the cake, Bowser. Like, I think he is fucking ugly. He looks like an English bulldog's butthole.
It's because he's like short
And he's
I
just,
and he's so buff
he's,
that he's like ridiculous. And then his
Yes.
face is like,
but also
he
the
never
way he
smiles.
talks, the things he says, just,
well, he's a fucking piece of shit.
and that makes him so much more ugly. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So not only do you look like a fucking IKEA vegan meatball, but you're a fucking piece of shit on
yeah,
top
you're a
of
fucking
it.
asshole.
Yes.
Cocky.
He's trash.
He is.
I literally, and I would tell her like, okay, so I had met, we're not opening up too much, but I had met one of her previous partners before that. One day we'll tell the story, you know who? Left hook, right hook, you know?
Me?
No, not from you, from him. And he was nice to me. He seemed nice.
Yeah,
and
he's a
friendly
fucking
and-
imposter.
Yeah, well, clearly.
Yeah, he's a
you know what I mean?
fucking
But I wouldn't
snake.
get that impression though from Bowser. Like
But
I
you never
just
met Bowser.
no, that's true.
But Bowser was different. He didn't drink. He didn't smoke. He didn't do anything. He would just.
Do you think that I only kick it with people that drink or smoke? I hang out with other people. Like when I go to church, bitch.
I've got quite the collection.
She got the roster, girl.
Yeah, I've got
no,
quite
but
the-
my whole point though of saying Bowser, I'm so sorry. I think that was the ugliest guy you've been
Dude, and I
with.
swear to God, Bowser will always have my heart. I don't talk to him no more. I blocked him on everything.
It took me a
but
whole year of trying to convince this bitch to fucking block his ass because he was just, I'm like, girl.
He's got away with his words.
I remember we were actually drinking at the beach and you were like, I unblocked Bowser. And then you had reached out to him. I was like,
Bowser.
the whole irony of Bowser is I had sent her a picture one time. I was like, this motherfucker looks like Bowser. And she's like, I call him that. And she sent
And
me a
I was like,
screenshot back.
oh, ma'am, you're late. I already called him that.
And
It
I'm
looks
how
like
would I-
Bowser.
how-
Like,
no, he literally does because he's just big and like, you know. But then his face just looks like a dog. And like, he looks like he got his lips
and then
done
he has tattoos all over.
on his
He has big
face.
lips.
Ugh.
He has big lips. He has tattoos on his face. His head is covered in tattoos.
He's just, yeah, that's, you know. But
No.
hey, to each their own, you know.
He sure knew how to fuck.
Let's hope he knew how to do something, you know. Girl. Because I'm like, looks ain't it, girl. But you know what? And I'm not even one because I've always said this. And
He's a bitch, though.
Yes, I've said this before. I am one that I will fall in love with a 2. I'll fall in love with a 1. Honestly, if it no for real, I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious because personality will get me. But when you're a fucking bitch and you're ugly, girl, you're
like, the audacity. Where did you find it?
yes. Like I don't know.
Yeah, he was a fucking bitch. That's for
he
sure.
still is, girl.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I haven't talked to him since, I don't know, it's been since October.
Yeah. Anyways, I love how we just can't finish this topic of Ryan
No,
Garcia.
yeah.
So Ryan Garcia recently has been in all the headlines because he is like low key. People are saying that he's going cuckoo. Here's my little devil's advocate though on this is that he's saying that like people dragged him to Bohemian Grove. If you guys don't know about Bohemian Grove, Google it, do your own little research on it. It seems like a very peculiar place, a very interesting place. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have the urge to go, and you swallowed that yawn. I have the urge to go. I want to go. But I know it's obviously just for like the elites. They say that like presidents and things like that. I think it's here in California. Let me see exactly where it's at.
I'm thinking it's overseas.
No. It's here in California, girl. Let me double check that. It's like, yeah, Monte Rio, California. And basically what it is like where the elites would go to have like private meetings and stuff. Like just picture like, you know, a place where like presidents and high up people would go to meet, right? He claims that people dragged him there to make him watch I can't say the rest of the word, but you guys can figure it out. Child P. Yeah. He literally said that.
What?
Yeah.
From his Instagram?
He said that on Twitter.
Okay.
He said it in a video too. I don't know, and he was talking to like Andrew Tate and shit, like all like going off about it. My whole thing about this topic is so many people have claimed these same things. And I think where you start to not get listened to is the fact that you keep going and going and going. Then you seem psycho. If you said it like one time or whatever. Or like, do you know Pennsatucky from Orange is the New Black?
No.
Damn, have you ever seen the movie Crossroads with Britney Spears?
Yes.
Okay, she's the one who's like the trailer trash little white girl in it. I don't know her name. But anyway, she recently was on it. Would you know Whitney Cummings? She was on Whitney Cummings' podcast and she was like, oh yeah, Hollywood wants you to drink the gold juice. Everyone says the gold juice is like blood from a child, you know? And people have claimed this for so long. That's the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, you know? Like just all these things go on and on and on. Joe Rogan's talked about it several times, you know? And my whole thing is like, right now he does seem crazy. He really does. Because he's like just going off on a tangent.
And then somebody took over his Instagram and he's posting wild shit.
Yeah.
So everything's making him look crazy.
He claims though that he didn't have access to
his phone.
So people are posting that, whatever. But his own words and his own videos, he did say it himself. Do you know what I mean?
Say what himself?
About the Bohemian Grove and that they forced him to watch. He said those words himself. So, and he said it to Andrew Tate. He was on a Twitter Spaces, it's called, which basically it's like talking on a walkie-talkie, but to a whole group of people. It's kind of cool. I kind of like it. I've never done it, but I listen sometimes. I'm nosy. Like Nicki Minaj will go on there, and like Cardi B stays going on there.
No way, Cardi B.
Yeah. So it's just basically like people could just listen in, and you're just talking. You know, no video, nothing, right? So my whole thing is like I understand.
Like voice messages.
Yeah. Well, not voice message. It's live.
Yeah.
It's literally live.
Just put it out there.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch.
You're just talking. You know.
Interesting.
I know. That's why I was like, I kind of like it. Not gonna lie, but my whole thing is I understand he looks crazy. But why is it that so many celebrities have come out and said this? It's almost like alien sightings. For the longest period of time, people are like, "You're fucking crazy. What do you? Oh, here goes
hat ass
yes,
bitch.
Here goes fucking Jim Bob talking about fucking alien sightings
fucking
again.
Joe Rogan. Here he goes.
Yes,
yeah.
But I'm like, don't you think at some point that there may be some truth to this? That's my whole thing.
What's going on in his life coming up that they're trying to like fucking
Well, he has
fuck
a.
with him.
It's not even about there though. He's the one doing this because I'm telling you, there's video from him. Like literally, there's video from him. It's him on the Twitter Spaces, like him talking. You know what I mean? So I'm like, he has a big fight coming up, which I think was in the next like month.
You think
But
it's cloud chasing?
I don't think he needs a clout chase. He was on top
But maybe
until
he remember bitches or not bitches people turned on him when he left the wife when she just had the baby.
wasn't that a while ago though?
It was less than 6 months. It was like 2-3 months ago.
I don't know. Well, I think you're getting at of like people taking over social media, which I understand. But I'm saying, what about him? Him physically saying it, girl.
So what are you trying to say that you think that shit's real?
I think that there may be at times some truth to it because
Okay.
why do so many celebrities and everyone can go down the rabbit hole of celebrities that come out and say about
Okay, I
Bohemian
believe
Grove,
that.
about the child P word, about all these the pizza party, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all the things with what's John Legend's wife name?
Chrissy Teigen.
Chrissy Teigen, like, dude, Jeffrey Epstein, and the whole client list, and the Ghislaine Maxwell, like, all these things go down into you have to pay the piper to get what you want in life, and people try to force you into it. They always say time and time again that Beyonce drank the gold juice and Cardi B drank the gold juice, you know, and that's why. There's so many people online that will always say like, "Oh, Nicki Minaj is crazy and she's a cokehead and she does all this, and this," and people will say, "Oh, it's because she's the only independent one." They say Megan Thee Stallion's done it. You know, everyone claims that these celebrities drink the gold juice or sign their souls over to the devil. So I'm just saying right now he looks crazy from
Yeah,
the videos
absolutely.
he's posted, from what he said in interviews, from what he said on Twitter Spaces. He looks crazy. My whole thing, I'm not saying that he's accurate at all,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, what if there is some truth to it? Because how many celebrities have come out and said this?
I believe there's truth that there's something going on that we don't know.
Yeah, there's
100%.
there's just been so many things that I'm just kind of like, I'm curious.
I believe it.
Yeah, I want to know. That's what I'm saying. I want to go to Bohemian Grove.
Oh, I'm good.
Do you think we'll get shot?
I'm not gonna go, so I don't know what's
You're
gonna
my
happen.
only road dog, girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll drop you off.
What if I get a Cybertruck, girl? Aren't they like bulletproof?
Well,
If we get, if we get
I'm
a
interested.
if we get a bulletproof truck, will we go?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Okay, because I'm just so
Anything to
curious.
support Elon Musk, the great Elon Musk.
My whole thing is, why do you have to meet in the middle of the woods?
Yeah, because you're doing funky shit.
Right? I
Yeah,
don't know.
absolutely.
Anyways, it is time to get into our main topic of the evening, which is why we believe that men are literal trash. And I look, I know everyone's gonna call me out, bitch, you're a man. I get that, but I do feel like, and I feel like you can attest to this. Here I am putting you on the spot, but I feel like I low key have more. This is weird to say, but I feel like I have more feminine energy when it comes down into um everything. Like as
Yeah,
I'm all girl.
pretty
Like
true.
when it comes down to like just everything, effort, planning, communication, everything, I feel like I don't fall into the category of men when it comes down to that. But then I do feel that's why I'm like, this is like a double-edged sword here, because I'm like, I do feel like there is a lot of gay men who fall into the category of like, you're a typical man. I don't feel like I'm a typical man. That's just my opinion, obviously, but because I do think that I'm in touch with my feminine side, and my feminine side is that of a woman. So let's hear what you have to say about why you believe that men are trash. Oh, you had to look at your phone
You
for
know my
that?
first reason?
Girl, not her having to look at her phone, and she's been through every single man you could picture on this earth.
Okay, ready?
We
Well,
ready, girl.
I'm just trying to read the note. This is my note.
No, I was just making a joke, girl. About it should be on the
I
top of
put
your
men are
head.
trash when they. This is exactly what I wrote. When they do all the things that go hand in hand with a relationship, but claim they don't want to be in one.
Um,
That's a big one for me.
come on, journalist. Come on, Anne Frank.
You don't. We don't need to hold hands, bitch. We don't need to text every day.
I agree.
Because
But
you don't realize how many women are okay with just fucking.
yes, but what would be your answer to that? You as a
Don't
woman, what would you do?
if you don't want a relationship and you
Yeah.
know that, don't do those things. And we're all aware of the things that come hand like holding hands is gonna make a woman feel like you more
You
than just a
want
fuck
me.
buddy.
Yeah.
Texting me is gonna make me feel like I'm more than a fuck buddy.
But hold on, and this is, I know these are words of a straight man would say. What would you say if that man told you from the get-go, hey, I don't want nothing else but just to fuck. That's
Oh,
it.
that's different. Then if you choose to partake in his hand holding,
Yeah.
he told you.
And what if he kept during, say, for example, you're talking for 6 months and all during that time, I just want to let you know I still don't want nothing because I still do want to keep
Then
my
you're
options open.
honest. Honest Abe right there.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Yeah. See, that's good.
But
Because that's what I like
but
that.
that shit doesn't happen.
It's very rare.
That doesn't happen. They don't do that.
Every single time she's talking to somebody and I'm like, oh, if they say X, Y, and Z, I'm like, kudos. I love a bitch who can just simply keep it real, but it is, I feel like, one of the most rare things in life for a man to say straight up, hey, I'm just looking to fuck
And
right
I
now.
think it's maybe like a little combination of a temporary uncomfortable conversation but also they think like the woman's not gonna be down. But it's like, bitch, what are you about to trick me then?
But then
The
why not
fuck?
just say it from the get-go? Like, literally
Why
say,
not?
if you meet on a dating app, and specifically if the person puts on there, like, okay, looking for friends with benefits, looking for short-term fun, why don't you simply openly say, I am only looking for a hookup?
Yeah. Not looking for a girlfriend here.
Don't take a bitch out on a fucking date. Don't fucking sit there and text me every day. Don't sit there and do all these things to sit here and say that you don't want anything
Or
from
just because
me.
it makes you feel comfortable and you like it and it makes you feel good.
Exactly.
Don't use me, bitch.
I just think it's really fucked up though that how a lot of men will want the
Experience.
amenities of a relationship,
Literally.
but then as soon as it becomes a little bit too serious, then they're like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Then
what
back
are
the
you
fuck
doing?
up.
What
Yeah.
the fuck are you? Yeah.
Did I ever tell you this one experience specifically about this guy that I was dating? His name starts with a D. Bitch, I'm gonna start putting her fucking. She literally said the fucking name out there. Well, whatever. I don't give a fuck. He ain't watching this shit. I thought it was really fucked up that he was dating this man for a long period of time and he just got out of a relationship. Me and him hit it off through one of our friends and we were having a grand old time. We would go out to WeHo, we would go to Flux, we would go to Long Beach. Like, we would have a good old time. And he always had the, like he would always tell me, I don't want anything serious. I don't want blah, blah. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll take it for whatever. Like, I don't care, you know? One day, this motherfucker went psycho on me because we went to the bar together and this guy asked for my phone number and I gave him my phone number. I didn't do it directly in front of him. He was talking to somebody else because we were regulars at this bar. And he, of course, I guess overheard it, you know, but literally my back was turned to him. I gave this guy my phone number. Maybe about 2 weeks later, we had a little kickback. You remember what I'm talking about?
Not holding it in for 2 weeks.
Literally, it was about 2 weeks later. We had a kickback at his house. He had, like, you know, friends over or whatever. He went berserk on me. And when I say berserk, I mean he slammed his window so hard it like shattered. And he's like, I fucking caught you just how I catch every man. You're just the same as everyone else. And I'm like, what the fuck? And his friend's name was Reve. And he was like, Dan, what the fuck? You're tripping. And I told his friend, I was like, he's the one that told me he didn't want nothing. We had been like doing whatever we were doing for months. And I was fine with it. I was like, girl, okay, whatever. We're having fun in between, whatever. We're going out, whatever. And you went fucking berserk crazy on me. And she was having my back fully. She was like, you're fucking crazy. Like, you already had said, because she was like, Tim, I'm gonna keep it with you. He told me too, like, he didn't want nothing serious with you. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that. But the fact that he says, I caught you, you're just like every other man, I'm like, because we're at the bar and I gave someone else my number.
When you specifically told me you didn't want to fuck with me in a serious manner.
Yes, and you told your friends too. So clearly it's like.
And you told your friends.
Yeah, so she even was like, you're overreacting ever since. Girl, we ain't said one word since. Never. We never had one. It was just done after that. There was no. I was like, what a fucking psycho.
They are.
But it goes down into that. It's like, okay, bitch, so you're literally sitting here telling me that you don't want X, Y, and Z, but then as soon as you see, oh, bitch, okay, here I have other options, now you're trying to get crazy with me? That's weird.
That's how they operate.
You know what's funny is I did write a little bit of a list. I think that which bothers me about men in general is I think that because I'm so good with my communication is first on my list of why I think fucking men are trash, is because they suck at communication. And I feel like it's very rare to have a man communicate things. And I think that this does go hand in hand with the first thing that you had said about, like, if he just wants to hook up, communicate it. You know what I mean? But I mean communication in general. If a man is feeling this, say, for example, if you cracked a joke about your man and he got hurt by it, he should simply say, hey, like,
break up with him. What the fuck?
You're a bitch.
Bitch, I can't make a joke?
But there's things that like I feel like a man, if his feelings were hurt or whatever, then fucking simply say it. Don't be a fucking bitch. Don't fucking. I'm gonna sit here and not say a
With an
fucking thing.
attitude.
Yeah, it's like a little pussy pie. Like, girl, no. Simply say, hey, I'm all for the humor, but that joke hurt my feelings. That's it. It's not that deep, you
What a
know?
bitch. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Nah, but you can't say that though, because if a man cracked a
In my
joke.
head, I would.
Well, I was gonna say if a man cracked a joke about her, then she would be irritated. But then also she was like, "Oh, he said that I have a Down syndrome, left eye, so I want to fuck him." So,
I wouldn't. I can take a joke because I can give a joke. So.
well, you took a joke to take a dick, girl.
Okay, and I was obliterated. Get over that story, bitch. I literally fucking was blacked out.
But that was
Sue
my
me.
that was my whole thing of you took a joke, girl.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Exactly.
I'm not. That's why I'm like, it would turn me off if a man got offended by something I said.
That's what I'm saying. I'm giving you credit in that
But-
aspect that you didn't get offended.
But I mean, yes, communication. If it offended you, like, let me know so I can leave you.
Say for example, okay, because you just said right now, like, okay, no, leave his ass. But like, if you had made like, say for example, you're in front of your homegirls and you're like, girl, he don't know how to hit it right, and you're just joking.
Yeah.
You don't see how that could.
Yeah, because toxic masculinity comes into play.
You think so?
If you're saying you don't know, don't fuck you right,
No. I'm saying if you were in front of your homegirls and you said he don't know how to hit it right,
and he heard me and got mad.
but like he didn't say anything about it. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah,
didn't
good.
overreact.
Don't say anything. Like, just shut up.
No, but I'm saying later on in the evening, like he did things appropriately and said later on, like, hey, like that hurt my feelings.
Yeah, and
It would bother you?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
I'd like, bitch, get over it. Like, it's a joke. But I
understand how that could hurt somebody's feelings.
get you too, but I just don't have time for it.
I feel, and you know me, girl, I've
Like, you
cracked
should just
all
know me that
jokes.
I'm just talking shit all day. That's just what I do.
Okay, see, I agree with that because I'm like, bitch, I'm talking shit all day. Let me talk shit all day. Like
yeah,
that's just.
I'm just like,
But if you guys were new in the relationship,
you're about to be around my friends if your bitch ass is new.
but newly official.
I just say, okay, so cool, so I can't joke around you. Like, what the
Okay,
fuck?
no, but that's taking it too far. Cause I feel like okay, but there, I just
Like,
feel like
bitch, call me fat though.
would that trigger you
It depends.
if he called you fat, bitch?
Well, if he just called me fat, like, no, I wouldn't.
No, imagine if he was in front of his friends and he said, "Damn, I was trying to get in last night, but her fupa's too big."
No, that wouldn't bother me.
You literally said your
That's
fupa is
a
your
joke.
biggest insecurity.
Yeah, but that's obviously a joke, cause
okay, well, bitch,
my
I couldn't.
poop ain't in the way, bitch.
I knew you were taking it literal, but I was trying to think of something that could be hurtful, and your fupa is the first thing that came to mind because it's your insecurity.
Like, if they said, maybe, yeah.
in front of a group of friends.
Oh, baby, bitch, you got me so far fucked up. I don't talk about your small dick.
Anyways, my whole point of it though was okay. I agree with you on a comedy because obviously I talk shit all day long too. I would appreciate because I've dealt with it before, and I think that's the reason why I even have all of these fucking things in my mind. Is if I fucking said something that bothered you, simply tell me that it bothered me, rather than you slam doors, break things.
Because I don't know what I said.
Exactly.
I don't know which part you were offended at.
Thank you. It could have been X, Y, or Z. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is communicate it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, at the end of the day, honestly, then hey, maybe that's not the person for me because yes, I do crack a shitload of jokes, and I want you to crack the jokes on me too.
Yeah.
But communicate it with me. I like a man who is, able to speak his feelings, whether I agree with them or not. Speak it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's true.
That's my thing.
Whether I agree with him or not. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I do think too, like, no, never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
No, because I literally was going to say, I was like, oh, I'd be offended. And I started thinking about me being bald, me being fat, and me being fucking hairy. I'm like, no. All my friends talk shit about me about that too. And it doesn't bother me. So, yeah. What's your next on the list?
Let's see what
that
else.
comes to your mind.
What else?
I have a full-on list. I like how
gaslighting is very common in men, straight men. Like, they're just gaslighters about anything and everything.
Give us an example.
Bitch, I caught one of my exes cheating on me.
Which one?
I caught, let's get specific. I caught a certain person I was with on their paycheck stub. I seen allotments that were taken out, and it put two and two together, and I figured out, I was like, you have a kid? Because child support's coming out? And they told me, why are you going through my shit? That was their response to me finding out they had a child.
Oh, hold on. I know exactly what you're talking about, but what happened after that though? Like when you had when I'm
Literally what
sorry.
happened?
No. When he had said, "Why are you going through my shit?" What was the next
I don't remember
step?
what I said. I just remember
Oh,
like
see, because I remember that exact
I
story,
was like,
but
take me home. And I went home.
because I'm like, how do you handle the situation after that?
I went home and I don't remember how long, but I think it was like 2 days and then they kept like blowing me up, this person.
Oh, because you ignored him.
Yeah. But I'm just
Mm,
just such a gaslighting ass bitch to say, why are you going through my shit?
yeah, rather. My whole thing. Oh, this bothers me so much. If you're caught in something, now's your time to come clean.
Yeah. Like I literally
Just say
fucking
it.
paved the way for you,
Yeah,
bitch.
you literally opened the door, rolled out the red carpet, and said, "Here,
And
walk
I'm
on
waiting on
out."
the other end for you to
Yes.
tell me what I already know.
Yeah.
Confirm it.
But
But you're gonna lie like a fucking loser in my face to
yeah.
something that I have fucking government proof of, you stupid bitch.
That's so crazy to me. Like I don't understand how if you're caught in something, say for example, if you're with your man and he caught you if he caught you riding somebody else's dick and you say, "Why'd you open my bedroom door?"
Literally.
It's like
Why didn't you knock?
yeah.
The fuck?
I just don't understand it cuz honestly, bitch, if I was being called out on a lie, I'd be like, "Okay,
When you're literally right there in your face.
yeah. I don't know." One other thing that we did, okay, so I took it upon myself to ask several females because I was like, I want to hear from different people as to why they think men are trash because I really do feel, call me out in the comments, I feel like as we go on in life, the quality of men is going down. And I'm saying that because I'm sorry, you know my dad. I feel like there's no men like my dad anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, okay? My dad is next level, okay? This man has worked, and I'm not exaggerating, 60 hours a week for 30 years, okay? Sometimes even more than that. He cooks, he cleans. He has taken me to every baseball practice, every school meeting. This is gonna sound really fucked up towards my mom, but like, I have no memories of my mom taking me to a dentist appointment, a doctor's appointment, to a parent teacher conference. Nothing. My dad has found a way
That's crazy.
to do it all. Well, my mom is still here.
Yeah,
And
she's
whatever.
chilling.
Yeah. She has her own problems, whatever. And he does all these things. And I'm telling you, like, y'all, he will sit here and he'll do the lawn and he'll paint the house and puts in the floor. Like, he'll do everything. I don't see men like that anymore.
They don't exist.
Right?
No.
But I blew a bubble again. But I feel like for his time, there were a lot of men like
That's why I
that.
think I should give me an old ass man. I'm
My
being
dad's not that old.
so serious.
Why is
For
almost?
me,
Oh yeah,
that's what I mean.
yeah. He's
Like, I need me a fucking solid, like, 48-year-old.
yeah. I see. I realized this the other day while I was scrolling through my little app. I was like, I think the oldest I can go is like 44.
I need me a hot one and a rich one. And then the problem is that that ain't gonna fall on my doorstep.
But then also, I feel like a lot of rich, like rich. I feel like they're fucking ugh, too. You
I
know what
don't
I
need rich,
mean?
rich. I just need rich.
Wealthy, well
Just
off.
well off.
Yeah, well off.
Well off
Yeah.
is good enough.
I don't know. I just feel like this day and age, I feel like a lot of men just don't exist like that, and I think that that really sucks. And I'm saying that for you. I'm not saying that for me because I understand that I'm in a fucking same sex relationship. So I do agree that like it would be nice though if I found somebody to fucking
Man, that is splendid.
pave the way for me.
Splendid.
I'm not expecting it though. It would be nice, but I understand for me it's a man and a man, so we should be 50-50. But I do feel like the traditional roles of a female and a male are gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was watching this thing and they were talking about like, like the sex revelation or whatever the fuck, and like how women wanted to be all equal to men, and she
Yeah.
was like, dude, it was so much better before. She was like, we didn't have to work. We could just work if we wanted. They gave us all their money. They fucking paid for everything. They wanted, and I was just like, dude, I want that. I want to go back in time. Sue me, cancel me, what the fuck ever. I don't care.
Well, I just was gonna say, and speaking of which, when it comes down to like my dad, I think of my friend who I won't say. You know what I'm talking about as soon as I say it. She works full time. She has 2 kids. She busts her ass. She cooks. She cleans every day. And when those expectations are not met, her person sometimes will think like she's slacking, and it's like, you guys work the same amount of hours per week, and then she does all of these other things. Why do you feel like she's slacking?
2 jobs.
So do you think that like you should just be the breadwinner and she should be a stay-at-home mom?
Love
like,
that. Let's sign me up. Let's go.
Exactly.
Where's my uniform, bitch?
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I feel like a lot of modern day men will expect their women
to be hyper independent
as far as create your own money, but then also cook, clean, create a home. It's like, what the fuck world are we living in?
I'm sorry, back in the day, bitch gets to choose.
Dude, no, back in the day, pretty much women would just be at home.
Love
You're doing
that.
the laundry, cooking, and cleaning.
I'd have the coolest house in the world.
Like,
sign me up.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know where those types of men are these days. Also, I do have to say, too, in your defense, and I consider you to be a very independent person. Bitch, you're going to school. You have a fucking full-time job. Like, you do all your shit. Like, you get X, Y, and Z done, right? I feel like today is my topic of X, Y, and Z. I've said that so many fucking times in this podcast. I'm like irritating myself with X, Y, and Z. But you get all these things done. And I think that it sucks for women like you because you are the traditional type. And I said it earlier in this podcast that you are a little bit more of a beta female, that you want an alpha male, which is, there's no problem in that. But a lot of those women now are being casted as in, you're the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, what's wrong with wanting a man to take care of you? What's wrong with
wanting a man to provide more than you can provide for yourself?
Yeah.
That's what I always say. Is like, men always want to sit here and be like, let me fucking take the lead and fucking be the fucking alpha. And I'm like, bitch, I can lead myself.
Yeah.
Unless you're taking me somewhere better, I can lead myself.
Well, that goes into another one of the reasons why men are trash is why do they think that they're the fucking alphas, but they can't provide more for you than you can provide for yourself?
And that's where I'm not buying what you're selling.
Exactly.
Bitch, I don't need your dead weight. I can lead myself where you're trying to take me.
Literally. That's why I'm just like, I'm so sorry, but if you're going to fucking act like that, bring more to the table than I could bring to myself.
That's
you know what I
saying.
mean?
Like, you don't need to be rich, but you need to offer me more than I can offer myself.
Yeah.
I'm valuable as fuck too, bitch.
Yep.
Like, no.
And then also, too, a lot of men will think that their time is more precious than a female's time.
I'm sorry. My time's gold, bitch. I'm running a podcast.
Stupid ass. Let me take a look at my list, girl. Another thing on my list, too, and I feel this so heartedly in the gay community, I think maybe you could relate in the gay community, is a lack of effort. I feel like in this generation, men in general, because I'm sorry, but and I'm speaking as even like gay friends too, all of my female friends make way more effort than my, like, well, I know I don't have any gay friends right now, but in the past, you know what I mean? I've always felt that more connection with a female because I'm just like, why do females put more effort? And I mean everything.
Females act how they want to be treated.
Yes. And I feel like males,
because if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm doing the utmost. Every holiday coming, I'm making you the cutest shit ever. Like,
and I love that. I think that's so cute.
Yeah,
and I've never found a man to do that. Not once.
Like in high school, maybe a little bit, but never like as an adult. Like, men are so like, meh.
Literally.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess what it is I feel like this day and age romance is dead. Because why is there no little sweet gestures, things planned?
It's just like how we were talking about today, and a big one for me is like people. What we were talking about on the phone? That they're just not sure, or there's no dating with intent. There's no
yeah.
And they're just so wishy washy. They just want to have you there for when they like figure it out. But it's like, what happened to people who do know what they want? Yep. Who do know what they don't want?
That's literally on my list on next. Don't know what they want.
I'm just like,
men don't know what the fuck they want.
What the fuck would I want to be with a man who doesn't know what he wants?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
How do you feel about easily frazzled men?
Well, I'm just like,
I'm just kidding, bitch.
If I'm in a world where you're supposed to be the man, the fucking alpha, the fucking hunter, and I'm the gatherer, like, you need to be the dominant force.
Yeah.
How are you frazzled, overwhelmed, and too stressed over like minor fucking baseballs coming your way? Like,
softballs.
Excuse me. Softballs.
I'm like, girl, would you call it hardballs? Like, baseballs?
Yeah, that goes along with too, just like men who don't know what they want. I'm like, I'm not fucking with no 30-plus-year-old who either in what you want isn't to be shamed.
Absolutely.
Whatever you want. If you just want to fuck bitches,
hey, if you're in your
what you want.
If you're in your 50s, 60s and you want to do that, To
You know
each
what you
their
want.
own. Yes, you know
But
what you
what you're
want.
not about to do is
Play a
be
little bit of this,
confused
a
like,
little bit of
oh, I
that.
like to hang out with you and I have fun with you.
I think that's insecurity though. I genuinely feel like that's insecurity when somebody will string you along and then like distance up and then pull you back because they're like, whoa, I feel like I have to overcompensate for something. So let me wine and dine you every now and then. Let me give you a little couple of roses every now and then. Let me give you some chocolates. Let me give you an attention during this time and say all these words because they're insecure. And I feel like that is, in my opinion, that's a good fucking 80% of men. I really
I
feel that
think that
way.
they do enjoy the relationship aspect, cuddling and being
They don't
hooked
want the
up with a girl.
commitment.
Yes, but they enjoy all that shit. So that's why I think like the texting, the having a bitch call, answer when they call, and like
Yeah.
all that, cuddling, spending the night type of shit, and regular sex. They enjoy all that,
But
but
then
they
what do
don't.
you think is the cutoff though? What do you think is the part to where
They don't want to hear if they go out. They don't want to hear you say shit about it.
they don't want to hear you have an opinion
If
about anything?
if anything, if they're not doing something to please you, they don't want to hear about it. They gonna please you when they want to please you. That relationship is what they make of it. You like they don't owe you
On
anything.
their terms only.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Ugh, I'm sorry.
Bitch got me fucked up.
Men
I'm just
grind
kidding.
my gears. You know what's so funny is my last two literally that I had wrote down is expect too much but give too little, and then they want their cake and to eat it too. And I feel, and let me touch on this topic for a second, is the expect too much but give too little. And I'm speaking that to, I'm so serious when I say this, every man that I've been with. It's like you want me to do this, this, and this, but then what are you giving me in return? So you want me to travel here, do this, pay for that, plan this, plan that, and then what are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you feel that you deserve this so much? Because what are you providing? You know what I mean? And that's where I get a little bit irritated. And this is like, I feel like in general, like with a whole lot of men these days, is if you want me to do all these things, bitch, I'm more than glad. Do you want me to plan a date? Sure. Do you want me to plan a trip? Sure. You want me to do this, this, and that? Sure. But if you're not going to do that too, then why the fuck am I going to do it?
But even in a not same sex relationship, and I want to be with a dominant person, I still believe it's give and take.
Give and take.
I would still want to treat my man like to treat them. I want to surprise you, just like bitch. I
Yeah.
want to be surprised. I
Yeah.
want to like make you feel special, just like I want to feel special.
Yep.
You know.
People just, oh, this day and age, girl. I'm sorry. I
I
just,
know. No, it is. It's a lot.
but it's just, it's so difficult though, is because what's going to be the change? Do you know what I mean? When it
Well,
comes,
we're just gonna have to. It feel honestly, and I feel like we're just gonna have to be dating, committing later, way later.
well, girl, that's the case for
Bitch,
me,
how old
girl.
I'm gonna be 33 years old. I'm nowhere near a committed relationship.
If you're nowhere near that,
Ma'am, you don't even know what I'm talking about.
I'm
Just
not
plug
even
your
on the
ears.
I'm not even on the map.
I
I'm not even on the
might
map.
as well speak in gibberish.
I'm like literally I just was telling her actually yesterday that I'm like, so if you guys did not see last week's episode, I did download a little gay app. It's called
The
Scruff.
scrunchy butts.
Girl, there's this guy that hit me up yesterday. Okay, I want to get I'm being fully open on this motherfucking podcast because my friend did say, "Bitch, something's wrong with you." She agreed with me, so I want to get
Something's wrong with us.
but I feel like you used to be. I coached her out of it. I was like, girl, you right back too fast. Like, no, you got to play a little game. So I feel like you used to be this way, but I feel like you've gotten better at like, let me fucking take my time. Like,
Because I was a
no.
firm thing and like I don't want to play games. I
Exactly.
don't want to play games, but it's like you don't really have an option.
As soon as your therapist told you that, bitch.
Yeah,
Remember?
you don't have an option.
Yeah, it sucks. Us as humans, I guess what it is people just like a little cat and mouse game,
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, this guy had hit me up yesterday on, first of all, fucking trigger right here. It's called a wolf, okay? I'm gonna delete. Okay, I'm gonna delete that. I've never in all my gay years I've heard of Scruff. If you guys watched fucking RuPaul's Drag Race before, it used to be sponsored by Scruff. I'm sure you've heard of it. I've never tried it, so I was like, okay, I tried out Grinder before. I fucking hate Grinder, so let me try something new. So I tried out Scruff. Well, I've had it for the past I would say maybe 7 days now. Yeah, 7 days. Um, So this guy had woofed me, which is literally like a fucking I. It's so triggering to say
Yeah,
that.
that's
Like
gross.
what the fuck are we? It goes into the
Before.
pup territory, you know.
I didn't think of that.
Yes. So basically, it's like a poke, right? And so this guy had poked me, and I was at my friend's house, and I was like, "Oh, he's cute," and she's like, "Bitch, he's cute. Write him." So I said, "Okay, fuck it, let me do it." So I said, "Hey, how's it going?" When I tell you that he wrote back the very same minute, it was almost as if he wrote back within the same 5 seconds. I was like, "What the fuck?" That to me, I was like, "Girl,
Yeah.
that." Yes, yes. And my friend who I was with was like, "Okay, bitch, you're being extra. You're being too much. Like, what's the problem with that?" I was like, he wrote me back within the same minute.
Milliseconds.
Like, literally, like, I want to say it was like 8:04 p.m. He wrote me at 8:04 p.m. I'm like, what the fuck? And my whole thing is, and I genuinely did see his wolf like 28 minutes later. So I had taken, let's say, 28 minutes to even, reach out to him. So this is where I get so fucking triggered when it comes down to especially the gay community. Is I wrote him and said, "Hey, how's it going?" He wrote me back very nice. I thought his message was really nice. He said, "Hey, it's going pretty good. I'm just at home chilling, a little bit bored. How about you?" I was like, "Oh, wow, that's a nice response," because typically men will be like, "Not much." And that fucking triggers me. I'm like, you guys are fucking trash. So I responded. I think it was like another 30 minutes later, maybe 35 minutes later or whatever, because I don't have notifications on the app or whatever. So when I had went back, I had wrote to him. I said, "Oh, that's good. Sounds like a good night. I'm over here at my friend's house just watching some TV." Motherfucker ain't never wrote back to me. It's going on 2 days now, basically. I'm just like, what's
What's
going
your
on?
purpose?
Yes, what's
Yeah.
your purpose? I think a lot of
Find a purpose.
I think another thing too, and I wanted to say this about men in general, is I think a lot of them have to have their ego stroked. They have to,
Oh man, that's everybody I've ever been with.
like, people who would match on you, and then they just want you to match, and then they'll never write to you. They just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to know, like, okay, I could get her.
Okay, she'll talk to me.
Yes, or same thing. I feel like that way about the gays. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, let me wolf at him. Oh, he responded to me, so I could get him,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's enough to them,
No. Mm-mm.
Anyways, y'all, that wraps it up for this episode. I do have to say we could probably go on for a whole nother 5 hours
Oh man.
about why men are fucking trash.
Yeah. It's a bedtime story for me.
Literally, I'm just like, but if you guys have any advice on how we can change our outlooks on men, I'm willing to hear
Oh,
it.
good luck, girl. You don't know the half of what I've been. My outlook's pretty set.
I know, but I still think there's hope though.
I'm optimistic. I give people chances.
Yeah, I mean, I've been called naive 5,000 times in my life, so what's
I've been
5,001?
called a lot of things.
A twat. I see you next Tuesday. Which one?
Stupid bitch.
Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to go follow our TikTok. We're getting there. We're gonna post some, but
We're gonna post TikToks.
we still haven't got to 100
Send us your love
followers.
letters to our PO box.
Yeah, send the love letters.
Read them out loud.
Send us anonymous letters.
Bullshit.
Anonymous letters.
Send us your anonymous slut stories for the local losers.
Yes, for
to
the
report
local losers.
life.
Anyways, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.